All right, there we go. We are live. All right, it's Tuesday evening. Let's go ahead and jump over here and start getting this put together. Hold on, let me hit refresh. All right. Tuesday morning stream was a little bit slow. I'm not anticipating a super heavy Tuesday nighttime stream either, or evening stream. We'll slap these in here. We'll turn on the comment section. Weird, I thought I tried to go live and it's like, it's tried to start it up and then I think it broke or something. So I hope we don't have two streams running at the same time. That'd be no good. But I see you guys in here, so I think it is working. Hey, what's up, guys? Eduardo, Matt, Wiglet, Troy Malice, Jay the Party, Oliver, Sensei Gaming, Alex, PSX, Daniel Berry Sports Highlight, Ivan. Hey, how's it going, guys? All right, we're going to say OP13 pack breaks. We're going to say Hot Mew Corocoro break. And we're going to say 100 start decks. And then also, I guess, live card shop. There you go, live card shop. Today's title, just a simple title. We could have made a funny title, I guess. Hey, what's up, Mr. Brandon Boutillier? All right. Very nice. Let me go ahead and copy this. Scooby-Dooby-Dum. Doobie-Doobie-Doobie-Doo. All right. Mr. Alex already pinged that. Very nice. I noticed you guys really enjoy these pack battles and like with the 100 start decks and everything. So I guess we'll offer a wider range of those, especially for pricey items. I think this is all set up. Let me delete this previous stream window, and then we're going to open this and let's link up the website. OP13 pack breaks, Hot Mew Coro break, and 100 start decks. That's a nice round of titles. We also mostly have a ton of slabs to price still. I mean, actually, it's a real problem. I never really get that many done. We have a ton left. They all get pictured in our Discord server as usual. Let's go ahead and pin this. Pin. All right. Very good. Kind of a quiet day today. Nothing real crazy happening. Jump over here. Hello, Mr. Russ. Hello, Mr. Choi. Oscar Resendez is here. You know, it's weird. A lot of time has gone by, and I feel like we're a different group of people than we were a year ago. A year ago, we had different people in here, like DDB or Daniel Del Barrio, Joey Maycumber. Who's another one? There's a guy named John, last name something. Can't remember his last name. There's a bunch of people in here that I think have moved on, you know, and I think we're a new group as a result. Isn't that interesting? We're like a rotating group. But some people stay around for a really, really long time period. That's what's cool. Some people stay around for a really long time. Mr. I will almost certainly close to you tomorrow. I'm flying to New Jersey. Getaway vacation. I really need it. You're going on a little getaway vacation in New Jersey, huh? That's cool, man. I hope you have a nice vacation, Mr. Ivan. All right. And his name is John Cena. I've been around several years. Just started watching a lot more lately. Oh, very cool, man. Oh, my eyes itchy. Yeah, you've got the TCC ball. You have been around for a long time. There we go. Ooh. What do you think the tipping point was? What made you want to stick around more often? What made you want to spend more time in here? Here we go. Put this box back. So we're going to offer these packs as gym breaks. We are. Ooh. Oh, there's one of those booster sleeves. Those are cool. All right. Now, wait a second. Are we zoomed in correctly? Let's get that camera right. Yeah, that's much better. There we go. Now, let's take a quick look into the menu. What I remember about these is they got really expensive. Okay, here it is. OP13 is $28 a pack. They got pretty expensive. However, that price is not necessarily unjustified when you consider the top pull in this set is like a $20,000 PSA 10. And I'm not seeing as much of this product move, but we will give people an opportunity to do a pack break on it. Here we are. So this will be a $14 pack break, 1 and 2 odds. It's pretty nice. I guess the trick would have been to open tons of it before it got really expensive, but that time period's over. There we go. If I've been sub since 2020, what ball would I have if I was a member? Let's see. You'd have been closing in on 4 years. I think you'd have a TCC ball, would you? OP13. I'm not sure, actually. I'm so high on loaded tea energy drink powder right now, I can hear colors. There we go. Welcome, guys. Yeah, what would you guys say keeps you coming back? What makes you guys enjoy the stream? We got these right here. I like to understand, you know, because I like to know what we do well. If I understand what we're doing well, I won't stop doing it. Let's see. We've been running these right here. These have been a kind of pack break that have been very popular recently. The chill vibes, the breaks. The breaks. There we go. All right. Very good. Look at that. Cool stuff, huh? We got a lot of cool breaks in here. You're going to have a lot of fun jumping in here, but we need to get some good clips, too, for Mike's side. You know, I feel like Mike's side hasn't had a massive clip in a while. That sounds funny. I like how it's more genuine. I hate the super hyped PokeTubers. It's annoying. Mr. Smooth Voice is the reason I watched the stream. That's so funny because when I hear my own voice, I think it's totally raspy. I got a little raspy voice. Having a sip here. I do miss the late night stream, though, says Matt. No, I'm just here for Mr. to sip his drink and go, ah. Oh, that's so funny. I just grabbed my drink. All right. Excuse me. So this is a card collecting group. Really, it's more like a card investment group. You know, we pay attention to the changes in the markets. I do think a lot of Pokemon is targeted more toward children. And, oh, my gosh, I got goosebumps on my arm pulling that card. And, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. You got your O-face. We're a bit more... maybe like nerdy, try hard over it. You know what I mean? Like sit down and do a little bit of math, that kind of stuff. And so, you know, opening cards is something that maybe if this was like a gaming channel, we'd be analyzing the numbers and stuff and saying, hey, here's the most optimal thing to be working on. So there's a little more in that direction. I come for the conversation. There's many places to get cards, but you have good card knowledge and are not rough on the cards. You also have a lot of interesting thoughts and perspectives. Yes, so sometimes I have a political take. You don't have to agree with it. You can even think that my political take is downright stupid or bad. But, you know, it's that same brain that thinks about those things that brought me this far in the hobby. So we got to put a sleeve on this guy. That same brain brought me this far. I do a lot of thinking. I just spend a lot of time going, like that all the time. Just, If you lower taxes, I won't have to pay as much. Real deep. Look at that. Halo 10. God, dude. Pikachu. That's good. Skarmory Road. The latest tag return had a lot of non-Pokemon in it. Hopefully the one that comes after this one has lots of Pokemon. So this Mew EX really ought to be a break, probably. Your collection is probably one of the best shown on the internet. Oh, you mean like I've shown it off a whole bunch? Yeah, it's making me nervous, actually. It's gotten a little too expensive over time, and it's actually openly making me nervous. I want to move a lot of it off to the PSA vault. And then the rest will be kept in a super nice vault over here. Or safe, or whatever you want to call it. At least you don't constantly say, come on, chat, bye, bye, bye. Come on, chat, come on, chat. You know, I've never truly seen people do that on like Whatnot or something like that. But I sort of get it, though, because, you know, if you're not making enough sales, you might as well go get a job at like McDonald's, literally. Widow wee. You know, because McDonald's, you'll get a minimum wage at least. $15 an hour. If you work 10 hours, that's $150. Sometimes selling Pokemon cards doesn't net you $150 of profit in a whole shift. So, you know, it's tricky. It's tricky. I was selling Prismatic for a loss. It happens. Here we are. But I imagine if you're a smaller channel, because mine's been around for a while, if you're a smaller channel, you may end up dealing with selling negatively or for a profit that's so small, you might as well get back to work at Walmart. I think Rene didn't hit the ice officer. Let's all protest. I don't know about that, bro. I might be too busy opening pokies. Okay, 40. We're going to say 1 in 17. Star spot. There it is. So there it is. All the breaks are in. We've got all the breaks. It's the month of Mew. We got 2 Mew breaks running. I wonder which one will be more popular. The modern Mew on my right or the vintage Mew PSA 1 on my left. But they're both running. So we got 2 Mews up. Double Mews, everybody. Naru King will run for a very long time. He'll take a while. Here is the Rare Candy Squirtle. He'll be receiving help as the breaks go off. Here is the Ditto. This is an exclusive Korean card. We have a one-piece break for one-piece lovers. Mr. NHCC is in there. We have a new trade break. It's Galarian, not Galarian. It is a vintage Diamond Pearl, Far-Fetched. In the daytime stream, I think 2 trade cards went off. So 2 of them. They are. One of them was actually traded for. Mr. Shahir made me a trade of his EXs. So now it's my job to try and make some value out of those, and that could be pretty tough, actually. We had some fresh consignment cards priced up. There was actually some good consignment cards in here today, guys. If you missed that, how many left on the Naru King sub? Just 1. 1 spot on that sub list. Very exciting. I know people get a little crazy when there's 1 spot left to anything. That's Meowth. And there's Pikachu. Those are some solid slabs, believe it or not. These are some decent slabs for slab away. Pikachu and Meowth. Okay. A little jelly of your cards. Then Team Rocket short. I didn't even watch it. Sometimes Mike's side makes a post and I don't even know what it is. Oh, it's the Rocket. He made a Rocket Return short. You know, it's funny. He has to find videos to make, and he very often grabs videos of me showing off my collection. That's a very popular video type, I guess. Here, let's work on this binder break. Nobody's in the binder break, so I know what you guys need me to do. You need me to make it even hotter. You need me to make it even sweeter than it currently is. Let's go ahead and do that. Nice Halo cards. All right. What do we got here? So we'll toss in Braviary. How about we toss in, how about this Charmeleon, huh? Okay, we'll toss in this really nice looking Charmeleon. Oh, wait. There's already XY Evolutions commons in this. Hold on, wait a second. So we'll bring out the Braviary. Okay. Oh, this whole bag is just XY Era bulk. Right, there's already bulk from XY Era in there. What happened to your hand, mister? I was in a battle. I survived. I was just cleaning up the yard. That's all. Just cleaning up the yard. Take a second and smash that like button on the way in, guys. Let's get that like button smashed. Here's a little Basculesion from 2025. Why is this in here? I'm going to put a Hydreigon in. And here's an Ogre Pond mask. I know, thrilling, right? But it all adds up. Little by little. It all adds up. Let us see. Let us pray. Ramen. Okay. I'm going to put a Master Ball in. That's Master Ball Geodude. And I'm going to put this trainer card in. So there it is. The binder break just gets a little more thick today. I can just keep adding anything to it, really. It doesn't have to be like a super expensive card. I can keep adding anything I want. There we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 of those. Mister was in a battle between his right and left hand. Yeah. I'm going to toss in Fungus. He's not even good, but I'm going to toss him in. All right. Let's crazy how fast it is to put together kind of a bunch of sort of like junk, but it's not 100% junk. Isn't that interesting? Look at that. We kind of just took on a bag of stuff like this from our friend Mr. Shahir in that trade. Shiny Mew, what's up, Emilio? All right, look at that. Let's see. Nice. Gengar, Pikachu, Galarian Moltres, Chansey. Nice. That's Team Rocket Eevee. Some Halloween cards. Some vintage stickers, Gossifleur. So it's getting pretty thick at this point. What else could I potentially add to this? I don't even know. I don't know if there's something I could add to it. Wow, that's a lot of Topps cards. Some extra cards we just added in there. Okay, that's some of that Bulk XY, Empoleon, Burmy. There you have it. So you're looking at a pack this thick of cards. $40 to take a shot at that. Was that a baseball card? Yeah, a couple baseball cards. I think they're hits too. I don't know anything about baseball, but I'm pretty sure those were hit cards. All right, very cool. I'll put this back. Welcome, guys, to the daytime, or the, see, I'm still calling it daytime like it's back in the day. Welcome to the evening stream. So we have an order from Mr. Jack Woodworth, and he just sent it. He wants a spot for Alex, Cactuar, and Ivan. Jack's just feeling generous today. He did one of these earlier. Here you go. To Alex PSX from Jack Woodworth. To Cactuar Queen from Jack Woodworth. And then to Ivan from Jack Woodworth. There we go. All right. Very nice. Ooh. Look at that. Popping these into the trade slab like so. It's going to say 1, 2, 3. So that's 3 out of 9 now. It's got 6 spots to go. What's nice about it is it's not a 9 or lower. It's an actual 10, and it's from Vintage Diamond Pearl. This is the new Mew break. We just started it up. That's probably the last break we can add to the table. I don't think the table could hold any more breaks. It would probably explode. There's so many breaks. Now, Mr. Zach says, jump me into the boa. Here you go, Mr. Zach. Mister, now you see the difference from this stream and other streams. We are family here. You guys are definitely very generous with each other. I've noticed that. Here it is. All right, there we go. It's nice being able to go to a place where you know a lot of the people in the room. You know what I mean? All right. Oh, no, wait a second. That is the beautiful boa. Ooh. Okay. And this shall be 3. Good luck in there, Mr. Zach. All right. Mr. Zach, I think it was you and others who like One Piece that convinced me to, you know, potentially get a couple of these sent out and graded. Right. Hitting refresh over here. Click. All right. You've got cash. Do I? Do I? Look at these. So we're adding this OP13 to the rotation of gym breaks. This is an actual box break spot, so that's a big deal. One of these went off. One of these Ancient Origins actually went off, and you can see it's over here. Of course, you can just buy directly into the box. You don't have to participate in a break. Here it is. So Mr. Jesus Aguilera got it, and here's what's left. 9 spots over here. Man, we're close. I want to see this Ancient Origins box. I really do. We sold 3 of these 100 start decks in the morning time stream. Nothing crazy came out. Maybe the next deck is the hot one. I don't know. But this is what was hot in the morning time stream, was that 100 start deck. My eye's burning. What the hell? My eye's always burning, dude. So between the streams, you know what I did? I went outside and I set the Christmas tree on fire. And oh my God, did it turn into a blazing inferno, dude. I roasted my eyebrows off. It was so crazy. Let me back out of here and click on the website. So the website's pinned, correct? Yeah, the website's pinned. Let's check the website real fast. So we do have an order from Mr. Jaded 11 minutes ago. He's back from the daytime or the morning time stream. 6 of the BTO1, please. Could you also get the Guilty S armor back to Miss Alexandra? That's right. I saw that you said that. Here we are. So there's Jaded. Mr. with no eyebrows. Dude, it was so hot. It was actually such a spectacular fire. It was really interesting because at first it wouldn't burn. Like, it was too wet. There was too much water in the leaves of the tree, right? The pine needles. So it wouldn't burn. It was like kind of burning, but not really. And then it finally lit. Like, it finally went off. And it was just like a straight up fireball for like 5 minutes. It was so hot. You had to back so far away from it to not get burnt by it. And then it just looked like this out of control fire. And then it was all over in like a second. It was boom. So once it was all done, it was like a fireball. Once it was all done, it was just the twigs and the trunk were left to burn. And I think they're mostly burnt up now. Christmas tree burns like crazy. I love burning those at the end of the season. I guess that was your first time burning a Christmas tree. No, I've burned one before. I already knew what I was getting myself into. We've burned one of those before. We've thrown them away too, but actually one of them we just tossed out in the woods because we have enough trees out here that you can just toss it in the woods. And no, we've burned one before. It's just, it's always surprising how they explode when they finally catch. This one was very green, meaning it had not dried up really. So this one, it was slower for it to catch. So 6 of the BTO ones, I burn trees every day, says Lurkin Larry. First he cuts his hand, then he burns his eyebrows off. Mister's in this Daredevil era. All right. Toss it in the lake for the fish. Ooh, I don't know if that's legal. That might actually be illegal out here. What I know is you are not allowed to put your when you're leaf blowing, if you leaf blow your leaves into the lake, it's actually an offense. You'll get a ticket. All right, let me go get some BTO1. So I can't imagine that they want you to toss your Christmas tree in there either. Something about like pollution or something. You should have streamed it. Oh, that's so true. I could have recorded it, and then you guys could have seen the fiery inferno. Sometimes I go through my sports cards. It's great to see how many of the companies went belly up. Put some respect on the lake. All right, I'll be right back. Let me get a BTO1. All right, here we are. Oh, excuse me, man, I got the hiccups. There we go. What about pooping? Can we poop in the lake? You probably could poop in the lake. I think a lot of animals poop in the lake. Somebody out here probably has a story like that. Who's going to stop you? Just take your shorts off. Take a little dookie right there. Gross, dude. Guess swimming in the lake's not exactly super clean. All right. Definitely wouldn't throw it in the lake. The Pustapo. The Pustapo will get you. All right. All right. Ooh. Well, I've been out here in Lake of the Ozarks for a little while, huh? Why do you think they call them crappy? I'm walking to the store to buy cat litter. My cat needs to poop outside. Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? That'd be nice. That was actually one of the things we liked about that little outdoor cat that was visiting us through the cat door. No cat litter at all. You just go to the bathroom outside. So you just leave to go to the bathroom outside. Pretty amazing setup. But now he's gone. There we go. Do you know who Jesse James was? Jesse James. Like that. Here we are. Okay. Here's... Ooh. Anyone in the deck break? Currently, there is nobody in a 100 start deck break, but you can just buy them outright. You don't have to be part of a break. If you really enjoy the breaks, you can jump on in, and I'll tell other people that you're in. Oh my God, all the boobs in here. There you go. Look at that. Cinderella. Hey, that's her. That's this character with normal-sized boobs. All right, Cinderella signature. These are really not expensive at all to open if you like girl cards. Okay, okay. Thank you, Mr. Jaded. Opening a lot of Nikkei today. Siggy. That's right, we have a Siggy. Good. Ooh. Been thinking about doing three-way breaks. There we go. All right, Jaded, we'll put it up here. Very nice. But we're going to have very strict rules about not looking each other in the eyes. Okay, we're going to have... Here's Charmander. Here's Qui-Gon Jinn. Here's Garchomp. Here's... Oh, Nami. I really ought to just save this for the next One Piece break. So we're going to save that for the one... And then the break that happens after Boa, if you think about it. Because Boa's already halfway done. So it should be next. I'm good. Just taking a union break in the bathroom. Oh, yeah. So here's Abra. And here's Monkey D. Luffy. Do you still have that PSA 10 Shuffle First Edition? I don't know. Is it just a common card? I might. Here we have a bigger order from Mr. Tyler Davis. He says 10 of the Mega Evolutions. New bag. You got it, man. 10 Mega Evolutions. We got 3. And let's see. Oh, nope, that's Mega Green. Oh, is it time to get a fresh bell? It's time to get a fresh box. Okay, cool. So I didn't have any more back there either. It was on your left row a day or two ago. I found out that first edition Japanese is less rare than unlimited. That's right, because they didn't do as much of a reprint after the first print wave. 10-minute poop a day at work equals a whole 2-week paycheck for pooping at work. That's the way I look at it. Very important to poop on company time. All right, I'll be back. All right, let it be noted that we are almost out of ME1. Whew. I'm here. I'm back. We were running out. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Not much, on vacation, taking care of the girlfriend who just got a hip replacement. Well, ouch. Okay. Can't believe humans do that. They get hip replacements, don't they? Ouch. All right, we'll snip this. Okay. Good luck to whoever's opening those. Yes. That's Tyler Davis. Mr. Russ. All right. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of these. I had my hip replacement at the age of 21. Titanium and ceramic. Wow. Why did you need a hip replacement at 21? Sports? Must have been sports, right? Snipping this. Sport. Car crash. Oh, that hurts. Sorry to hear that, man. That sucks. I've been lucky enough to avoid car crashes so far in life. I'm terrifyingly afraid of them. There we go. All right, every year, something like 45,000 people die on the road. Those are the people who died. That doesn't even count injuries. So, yeah, a lot of people get into car crashes. Not me, because I just stay at home all day long. I don't go anywhere. I just sit on top of my Pokemon. Well, I got $250,000 for it, but I'd rather have a real hip if I had the choice. What? What do you mean? They paid for the hip replacement, I think you're saying? You didn't get $250,000 cash. There we are. Lurking Larry. That's a lot of money. That's like hitting the lotto. Mega Kangaskhan. Okay. Lurking got paid. He got the injury lawyer, like on the television. I sued my insurance. You sued your insurance. Wow. Here's Acerolus Mischief. That sounds like a big ordeal. I'm sorry to hear you went through all that. Here we go. Mister, let's get an Usasuke. Sasuke. Like that. Oh, Strudel. Lovely Strudel. He's drawing on the ground, I guess. Very good. Here's Garganical. Ooh. Here's Alakazam Raku. And last but not least, Mega Kangaskhan. So you walk away with 1 AR. Ooh. That's from a completely fresh box. We just opened it. All right. Lovely. So lovely. Acerola and Strudel. Not bad. The accident wasn't my fault, and I had full coverage. This was 20 years ago. Damn, bro. That's a while ago. Mr. Tyler with the TY. All right. Those insurance companies are no good sometimes, man. I'm glad you got paid out for that. The thing is, the payout may sound big, but in the grand schemes, it's nowhere near enough of a compensation when there's a possibility of ongoing medical needs. Oh, yeah, I wasn't suggesting it was a small payout. I was just curious about how it was actually working, because when he initially said it, I was like, that doesn't sound like a hip replacement amount of money. Then he explained it was that he had to sue the actual insurance company for holding back on paying out rightfully. That's crazy, though, isn't it? That's just crazy. Freaking insurance companies. They're like, we'll take your money, but we don't want to give it back to you. All right. Anything on that Shuckle? It's my favorite card. I honestly don't know which Shuckle you're referring to or where it might be. I mean, I think I had a couple Neo-era commons, first edition. I don't know if Shuckle was one of them. Let's see. Move this out of the way. There's that Pikachu nobody wanted. Poor Pikachu. They didn't want you, Pikachu. They thought you were ugly and overgraded. Pikachu! Wait until we find out if they do an English reprint of it in that next McDonald's promo. Then we'll know. But to be honest, I think that the Japanese version is going to hold some good value either way. It's just a good-looking card. All right, if I had some of those, they'd be back here. Oh yeah, we got this cool. Wonder if that's gone up in price. Don't try to buy that. That's not for sale. Okay, I'm just showing that for a second. Oh, like this, cool fish. See. I don't know where I store all of those, though. So I believe I have a couple Neo-era commons somewhere, and they're graded 10, but I maybe the Shuckle was with them. Here's the Quillfish. My mom and I were also in a car accident in 2005. Wow, that was a while ago, man. Sorry to hear that. I've been in a car crash before. My mom was a very careful driver, always was. Strong rule follower, like to a fault. And a guy who tried to pass on a yellow light, tried to get through a left turn. He smashed into her head on. And the very first thing he did was climb out of the car and blame her for it. I'll never forget it. He was an older man, and he got extremely angry and went right away to it on setting the narrative that, hey, this was your fault, and you owe me. So, but, from my memory, it was his fault. You're not supposed to make a left turn. You're supposed to yield. You're not allowed to just charge through. You have to yield. Michael Pettiford is next. He says, 1 Japanese OP13 and 1 Korean Inferno X. So that taught me a lot as a kid, witnessing that, because I was in the car at the time. It taught me a lot that people will blatantly lie and stick very strongly to the lie if it means getting away with the car crash. And I think that's what you see with a lot of things. All right, Michael Pettiford. Humans are very good liars. Okay, let's snip this. They do deception. Ooh. Mr. got too many slabs. Yeah. I got too many slabs. I need help. They're on sale. 75% off. Hey, what's up, Kenzo? If you got the Pikachu with the gray hat, I am buying. Gray felt hat Pikachu. Is that a good one? People talk a lot about that card. You know, there was a time period where everyone thought it was overprinted. Kind of like the McDonald's Pikachu. And I feel like it's just sort of going up. It's not crashing. It's not going way down. Gray felt hat Pikachu is popular, despite its unusually high population. Michael Pettiford, thank you so much. I suck at lying. He's lying. He's actually really good at it. Did you believe me? What do we have here? Tyler Davis, 10 more Mega Evolutions. You got it, man. All right. Hey, how's it going, Tyler? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This stream brought to you so far by Mr. Tyler. He's the biggest buyer, $200. Shuckle was a 2001 PM Neo Rev first edition. It was in the start of your Kabuto King live stream. Oh, but that one wasn't for sale. You just saw it pass by. I could potentially sell it. I think I acquired it just to resell at another time. I don't know if now's the time to sell, though. Now let's snip this. I like those old vintage commons. Oh, or is it not for sale? Yeah, that's in the breaks box, actually. So I try to stack up cards for future breaks that I believe are good inventory, basically, to sit on. Think of it like inventory that only goes up. And so I try to overstock that inventory with good slabs. And so I grabbed a couple of those Neo cards because I thought that they fit our stream really well. They could be like an easy lightning break. Here we go. We got Vulpix Raku. Rare. Okay. Come on, Mr. Tyler. Here's Mega Gardevoir. There we go. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Mr. Rush. We'd love to learn about you. Here's Soul Rock, Kyogre, Mega Kangaskhan. Yeah, you've been hanging out a lot more. It is. I recognize you because we were joked that there's 2 Russes. Here's Nuzleaf. Although the other Russ He was a big part of the stream a long time ago. He doesn't hang out every single day. He's still a moderator, but he's kind of like a honorary moderator. He doesn't really moderate. Free Iran, says Alex PSX. We are Firo Hariyama. I have so many shuckles, same exact card, just not graded. It was for sale. What would be the market price for the 10? Well, again, I'm not necessarily looking to sell it is the only problem. If you wanted to make an unusual offer, I might consider that, but that's about it. So you'll notice he doesn't have a price tag. We've never listed him in Discord for sale. He's in sort of like a wine box for wine that's supposed to get older. Think of it like that. So I got whole boxes of slabs. They're in a box. They're unpriced. They're not meant to be priced. They're just there to get old. They're there to age. He's in that box with all those other ones. We are. Here's Aladios. Ooh, I like this Dialga. Mr. Shahir likes Dialgas. Dialgas or Rayquazas. I could get more Dialgas and Rayquazas. Regardless of me buying from you, for me to know at card shows for my sake. Oh, you're asking what it should be worth. Well, I think you can just look that up on eBay. There we go. All right. Yeah, I'd just go look at the cheapest buy it now on eBay. That gives you a pretty good approximate. I sure do like Dialgas. So there we have it. Your pulls this time around include Mega Kangaskhan, Mega Gardevoir, Houndstone, and Camerupt. No 10s on eBay. Yeah, that kind of thing happens with those types of cards because there's not enough to meet demand. And people aren't opening fresh boxes of Neo anymore. Was going to ask if you got any from the tax submission, but didn't want to bug you. Oh, Dialgas. You know, I really ought to make note of what some of our, more consistent members are looking for. And I ought to try to do some grading for you guys. Grade some weird ones, some cool ones, maybe some easy ones. I'm nothing special, just work a lot. Like my son when I'm off, I collect cards and coins and want to start a tree farm. Oh, that's cool, man. Here's Tyler Davis. We're often talking about how, like a theory of money, how money is made. And my theory is that money is made when you plant a seed in the ground and it turns into like an ear of corn. So somehow you've taken something very small and grown it into something. It's a real thing. Someone extracts energy from the ground. Somebody plants a lot of plants. Somebody harvests lumber and steel. And everything else in our economy is actually based on just those very fundamental moves. So it's like Apple iPhones need a lot of components. Those components are basic materials. Somebody extracts those, and then the iPhone's just an invention out of those materials. And so, I find it interesting that schools don't teach people that more often, that they don't say, hey, how do you go out there and start your own extraction process? Life's more about figuring out how you produce something than it is just sort of casually, putting cans of beans on the shelf at Walmart, which I think a lot of people get trapped in that position. I don't want them to be trapped in that position. I did that job too. I did that job for like 4 years before moving on to Coca-Cola and then going to college. All right, enough of that though. Let's see. So the queue is now empty. Mr. is a handsome fella. I don't know about that. I still haven't been to a card show yet, and I have been collecting since 2019. Everyone from this stream should meet up and protest ICE, and we will open Pokemon packs in front of them and pull hits and make them jealous. Oh, yeah. All right, so, there's that Dark Jolteon. So, see this Dark Jolteon? He was a cross grade from PSA. PSA gave it a 9. And it looks like Tag gave it a 7.5. So there you go. PSA, the nicer grader. Tag, the harsher grader. Not actually a good thing for Tag to be a harsher grader. It's good if you're a buyer, but if you're a grader, it's not good. You're looking for easy 10s. So, is the queue empty? Time for Snoopy packs. The Garchomp is hella nice. This is Hidden Fates Garchomp. Yes, we're selling him on consignment. There it is. Very nice. All right. Meaning if he sells, I get a little cut. Now, what are we doing next? So we do have a bunch of 9s left to price. It's really sad. Our whole submission was just 9s. Everything was just 9s. And I don't know, maybe I got the harsher tag grader, or maybe they've like tuned their machine to be harsher, or maybe I just submitted cards that weren't as good this time and just says send them on through. But we got so many 9s in this submission, it's quite bad. I feel like 1 out of every 10 slabs was an actual 10. The other 9 were 9s. So you had 10 9s in a row and then maybe 1 10. Okay. Tons of 9s. Hundreds must have 9s. Okay. There they are. I like this Brute Chopper card. It's really cool looking. Here's a Darth Vader 9. He's pretty neat. He's a refractor too, huh? Enter Darth Vader. That's from 2022. That makes that a little bit old. 4 years old now. A close call refractor. Okay. Looks like we might have gotten a payment from Mr. Brian Freund. Brian, you shouldn't have. Trico for $25. A close call for $35. Refractor Vader for $35. Uprising 2 for $28. There it goes. I just made those prices up based on my gut. They're probably pretty close to accurate. Now remember, these are from 2022 and they're actual rainbow rares. That makes them a higher rarity, okay, if you didn't know that. All right, cool. Let's take a quick look at this order from our friend Mr. Brian. I can already guess. It says 101 to my Pikachu Perfect. Ooh. Slide away. Mr. Brian. We're clicking on Topps Clear Pikachu. This goes down to $370. Thank you so much. Okay, excellent. 9 for old school cards is super okay. For recent, no, 10 or nothing. That's right. A lot of people feel that the modern cards are not worth collecting in the 9s. No, thank you, Mr. Apologies if late. He says, no, thank you, Mr. My apologies if I was late. Also, thank you. 100K EV giveaway, tag 10 slab. Nice. You got an EV slab out of that? That's awesome. So what do we got here? We got a couple more slabs. Let's keep busting through these slabs, guys. By the way, you know where you can see all the pictures of the slabs, right? So you can see them here in our Discord server. We just added a new product to the table. This Carrying On His Will English booster pack break. These have been making the news because the manga from this set sells for $20,000. Confirmed sales over and over again. You know, if it's not 20, it's like 18,000, 19,000, 18,000. So these packs are a little premium. It's going to be $28 a pack. And I don't know, your odds of pulling a manga aren't huge, but they're not zero either. So I'd love to see one pulled. Toss that over there. I think to pull a manga, you'd have to open a bunch of them. Now look at this Mew. Beautiful. That's the other product that just made it to the table today. Manga 1 in 7, or not manga, Mew 1 in 17. Mew Alt Art, beautiful card. I'm so lucky that the Mew got a 10. It's going to help pay for that submission that went so terribly wrong. Here is a Flareon. They give it an 8.5. That's fine. It could be an 8.5. All right. When I get a card that's graded 8.5, we actually treat it as an 8. So I don't care about the 0.5. We just treat it as an 8. Okay, do you still do late night streams, says Brian Freund. Nope, just this stream and the morning stream. No late night streams. It's a little bit of a different schedule. This is going to say Dark Flareon Japanese. Sent for the One Piece pack, $28, right? That's right, $28. Gives you a chance at the $20,000 manga card. It's like a high-stakes pack, basically. So this is about $30. Even as an 8, it's $30. That'll probably sell. This Pikachu, I got to take a closer look at him. Man. It's a very nice 9. kind of wish I'd sent this off to PSA. I wonder if they would have had a shot at a 10. I'm going to say, let's sell it as a 9. Let's not mess with it. The Flareon is sold. Sorry, Flareon. Okay. If I didn't work, I'd make a good ice protest leader. Oh my gosh, Alex. There's a lot of that going on right now, Mr. Alex. All right, Expedition. I really like this card. I'm gonna let it be $49. That just feels way underpriced. That should go into the. I'm doing it. I'm putting this right into the Poke Shuffles. Actually, that card needs to be a Poke Shuffle. It's a great card. All right, we'll just up it to 50. Simple, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There it is. Pikachu's going in. Oscar's trying so hard to grab that Pikachu. You know, Oscar, I'll let you have it. Next time, what I'll do is I'll make the decision ahead of time to put it into the Poke Shuffles. So I'll let you have that, Mr. Oscar. He sent for that so freaking fast. I'm looking at it going, man, that is a Poke Shuffle for sure. $50. It doesn't make sense. That's too low. All right, and I believe this is sold as well. Dark Flareon. Flareon. I have small dreams. What? So that's paid for. Thank you. Let's see what else is going on. We have an order from. You gotta be quick. You gotta be quicker than that. That's right. Jack Woodworth, who takes the Flareon. Here's the Flareon. Jack Woodworth, thank you. All right. Thank you, Mr. Keep the dollar tip. Dollar tip. Paying for my Taco Bell, huh? I gotta make some Taco Bell money, guys. All right, what do we have here? Vulpix. Vulpix 9, huh? Dude, they're handing out a 9 to this. It's so clean. That's crazy, man. It's got to be the top centering. That's got to be it. Man. I don't know. Tag's grading too harsh. It's a borderline card is what I would call it. There it is. I don't know if I'm going to bother regrading it. By the way, that's a nice Yukimori. Man, if that had graded 10, it would have made me so much money. And it got a 9 and 10 instead, and it's such a borderline card. And you got to wonder if they're grading too harsh. Is the other Mew break still going? Yes, we're going to call this the Mew month because we got 2 Mews running at the same time. There it is. There's that bird. I can hear it. Can you hear it? It's in the wall. It's too close to my head. I can hear the chirping too close. It's got to be in the wall. That's it. Boycott tag. No. All right, I'm just gonna have to be pickier when I send them cards. So borderline cards go to PSA, strong 10s go to tag. I guess I don't know. I still value them for their turnaround time. I guess. A Tale of Two Mews. Which one would you jump into? Ooh, the choices. God, dude. Oh, that burns me up. It's so tempting to crack this and regrade it. It's killing me. If it doesn't grade into a PSA 10, then it's basically a straight gamble. So this is not a gamble to take a small profit on it. Ugh. It's in the franking ship. You know what you got to do, mister. Cat's got to get the bird. Scan the QR code. Mister losing his mind hearing birds in the walls. No, there's definitely a bird in the walls. They're in the walls. My skin is itchy. All right, what do we got? Hey, you got any more of them Pokemon cards? There you go. What do we got? All right, so it says the back bottom right has edge wear. That's their complaint about this. The centering was not the complaint. Man, that is subtle, though, you know? I've seen cards get PSA 10 for less than that. I don't know. Man, that is tempting. But I think here's the deal. I think if it regrades into a PSA 10, it turned into like an $80 card, I'm betting. And... or I could just sell it right now probably for like 45. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Yep, here it is. So it's going to go for about... I'm going to do $49. It is same as the Pikachu, which also doesn't make sense. So this must be a popular Vulpix. The Pikachu must not be as popular. Here's a Shelder. He's an 8.5, so they really didn't like him. Man, that burns me up. Those were so close to getting 10s, I bet. I hear birds in my brain. I bet you CGC would have just turned those into gem mints. So even if you crossed them to CGC, you'd get something. So, Shelter. 8.5, huh? Cute little Expedition Shelter. There it is. Is it Clay Vulpix? A lot of niche collectors. Yes. We were saying that. This is called a Yukimori. Yep, Yukimori. And so that's going to be one of her little clay figurines. Pretty cool. All right. I wonder if the grader watches the stream. Well, they might. Actually, I'm pretty sure the guy who got me in touch with Tag, he said he did watch some of the streams. So there we go. Vulpix. And here is Charmander. Yeah, the graders might watch. That is a cool Charmander. So let's take a look at this card. Does this deserve a 9 and not a 10? Oh, man, I just want to crack this out and regrade it. That is so literally close to a 10. Let's see what they complain about here. You ready? Okay. One moment. Please work. There it goes. Sometimes it's hard to scan that QR code. You guys notice that? So back top right and back top left. It says there's edge wear on both corners. Let's zoom in. Okay. Man. It's not incorrect that there's slight edge wear, but it's so subtle. Again, you know, there's PSA 10s that do that. They still grade 10, but you know, let's see. How about this Pikachu? Well, he was graded back in the 4s. If we had a more recent PSA 10, I might be able to show you. This one's a bit more recent. That's Japanese. So here's a more recent one. That one's in the Certus in the 9s. Oh, this is not a good example. This one's actually really clean. Yeah, this card is super clean. Man, I don't know. That Charmander is definitely a borderline card in my book. He's so tempting to crack and grade, but I also don't want to go through the trouble. Just get a graded card and 2x the price. Done. Charmander's amazing. Don't you guys think this guy looks super cool? Ow, dude. I got this too. I pulled my skin off here. There we are. Scratched my skin off. All right, Charmander. Char. Hold on. We're gonna. That's PSA 9, right? I can't find any of those Charmander 9s. Oh, here it is. Okay. Well, there's one in the UK, but it's really expensive to get it here into the United States. And it looks like the price of the PSA 10 is about $300. So to get that one from the UK here into the States would cost you about $70. Let's do something in the middle. Let's do 60, but this is going into the Poke Shuffles, okay? So don't try to buy it this time. Poke Shuffle time. I want that slab. Yeah, he makes a good chase card in the Poke Shuffles. It is. Okay. Number 98. Charmander. T10. Oh, no, T9. And C, boop, boop, boop. I wanted that slab, damn it. He's a cutie pie. Oh, wait, I can't write on an actual... It has to go on a Korean card. Oh, I'm so goofy. All right, hold on. Let's try that again, huh? Shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. Someone might have bought it up already, but what do you think of those Museum Pikachu jumbo cards? I don't know. I really don't know how to feel about jumbo cards. I think they can make good displays sometime. Jumbo cards are strange. Charm. T9. All right. There we go. You sold me that Charizard in a 10 a long time ago. This guy right here? He's cute, man. He's up to 300, apparently. All right. I'm going to toss this back in here. Good. So that box is pretty full. Nice. Let's get a little refresh going on the table here. They're only being released in the UK at certain museums. Oh, okay. Here's a affordable Jigglypuff. 1 to the Dome. Master Chief. Oh, that one got a 10. So we'll do a pricey 180 on it. Ooh. Here's Lucario. Oh, yeah. All right, Lucario. We also have Magnezone for 100. And Galarian Moltres. Okay. Maybe not. I have one in a PSA 10, though. Not sure where I got it. Someone might have bought it up already, but do you think of those Museum Pikachu jumbo cards for grading collecting? Already answered that question. All right, let's check the orders real fast. Mr. Jack Woodworth, thank you so much for that order that you sent earlier. Here's a Tyler Davis round for an OP pack. Oh, yeah. You mentioned you bought one of those. I forgot about that. Here goes. All right, so you ready? Mr. Tyler says, So, again, this set has a chance for a $20,000 card to come out of it. It's become pretty premium. But that price is not an unusual price. If the top pull is $20,000, why shouldn't the pack cost a little more? Right? People are willing to keep chasing after it. All right, and this one's going to be a little bit of a cold one. You've got Kuzuki Hiyori. All right. That's for you, Tyler. We're not surprised. The cards in this set are probably going to feel a lot like any of the One Piece sets. Like, mangas don't just pop out around the bushes. They're going to take a little while to find. But if anyone on our channel posts that red manga, I guarantee you're going to get a viral video. And it's pretty much going to be card history on this channel. So it's a fun thing to chase after. Now, we have a gym break you can enter into to try to grab one of those. It's $14 to enter that. Here's the box break slab booster pack break, right? 41 and 6. Naruto, just a bit of fun with Naruto. And here's the pack split, which nobody's jumped into yet. Maybe a different pack split is needed. Over here, we have the Start Deck 100. Okay, Start Deck. We're still waiting for some Golden Charizard to pop out of that. That's the chase card over here. I'd love to pull that for you guys. We are looking pretty good. What is this? ZELLE. Did anyone make any ZELLE purchases? This is a ZELLE giveaway. Yes, Zach did. All right. So Zach's not on the list yet. Let's get you in there, Zach. Wait, this is 7, not 8. Zach Stecks. Zach definitely belongs on there. Okay. And Michael Pettiford made an order today. Here you go, Michael. You get into this slab for making a purchase on ZELLE. That's it. That's all you have to do. We're just giving this away to ZELLE users. Why ZELLE users? ZELLE's the only platform that doesn't charge any fees. Pretty amazing. if you're watching and you've never placed a first-time order, now is a really great time to do that. We'll place you into the giveaway, but we'll also give you this free Ace of Hearts Oshawott poker card from the black-white era. So it's already a little bit old. And I believe it's worth about $75 and a 10 if you were to grade it. Nice. Hey, Mr. Zach says he'll try a shot at that OP13 break. Here you go, Mr. Zach. So now we need one other person in here who wants to just take a random shot at luck. Now, it's $20,000 for the Chase manga, but I'm pretty sure some of the other top pulls in this set are valuable too. So if you can just get to any of those hits, you may be able to recoup the cost of these boosties. There you go. I think that my price of 28 is actually pretty reasonable too these days, right? I don't think it's really too crazy considering how expensive the sealed cases are. All right. Gabriel says he'll take the other spot. Here goes. So Zach, you'll go on that side. What kind of fee does CASHAPP take off my $100 payment? It's like $2 or something. I can't remember. What I do know is that CASHAPP's a little bit lower than PayPal. So is Venmo. So PayPal, Venmo, and CASHAPP all have a fee. PayPal is the highest fee. CASHAPP and Venmo, they're pretty high. ZELLE, 0 fee. And that adds up over the years. It does add up. And so we encourage it. We'll use the extra money for some giveaways, huh? Oh, this is a new deck we're building. So you can donate cards to make this deck up out of whatever you want it to be. That's the D3 battle deck. Where's D2? Here it is. D2 battle deck. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Damn, not rich from OP yet. We are. Sent PayPal. Sounds good. Okay. What do you think of those Museum Pikachu Jumbo cards? All right, here goes. You ready? Mewtwo. That's pretty strong, Zach. Okay, you beat the beetle. Pretty easy. Oh my gosh, I think Zach has it without even trying. Yes, he does. Carrying on his will goes to Zach. All right, Zach. PayPal was 50 or 53 cents. Yeah, PayPal has, not only do they have a 3.5% fee on me, they also take a flat fee of 50 cents. It's tough. It's actually pretty tough. It's a lot of money. It all adds up. Here goes Mr. Zach. Are you ready? A sweep. This round was a sweep for Mr. Zach. All right. Manga time. This time it's going to be Lilith with red hair. Okay. Nothing crazy this time. D3, damn, you sunk my battleship. So we sold 2 OP13 packs today. This Zach. I'll look into ZELLE. It's usually just connected to your bank account. Your bank either has it or it doesn't have it. And if it does have it, it's worth looking into. It is. So there's a fresh pack of it. Oops. Ooh, very nice. We're hitting refresh on the website. The website is clear. So similar to the morning time stream, the daytime stream is going to be a little more slow. This is a really good time to focus on bag sorts, grades, which are 10 for 10. Bag sorts, $10. I'll sort all of your bags, even if you have a lot of them. $10, I'll grade 10 cards. And trades. It's a great time to do any kind of trade if you're looking to get some of the junk out of your bag. So we'll do trades as well. So those are all options. All right, on a slow day. What's this over here? We have an order from Tyler Davis. He says he'll try a start deck. Here you go, Mr. Tyler Davis. Today's stream brought to you by Tyler Davis. All right, let's pop that out. Oh, Tyler, that was the lucky deck. All right, so you got the deck with the hollows in it. That's going to work to your advantage if there's good hollows. You guys ready? You watching? All right, Golden Charizard, come on. Okay. Soup. Tossing that out. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Oh, it's going to be another Eevee one. Is that right? Yes, another Evolutions pack. Well, you get all of these, but funny enough, you could have gotten that from Prismatic. I like these holographic Eevees. Those are nice. Zangoose, Drampod, the bird. Okay. Honestly, not that crazy. Is that right? You're getting 2 lilies? Toss you those lilies. Okay. There you have it. There you have it. Let's go ahead and sleeve these up. So that was a holographic deck. I was getting excited, but it was not an exclusive SAR deck. They're in there somewhere, though. I wish somebody would pull one for the love of God. Here you go. Here's Eevee. Here's a Lily. Ooh, yeah. Very nice. Zangoose. He's the goose. Here's Leafeon. Leafeon. So you got all these EXs. Let me put the Umbreon in the front. You don't even get to keep the cards. What, these? Well, if you want the energy cards, tell me. I can put them in your bag. I avoid doing that, I guess, because to me it's kind of bulk and it's just to fill your bag up. But I would be more than happy to put them in there. I'm sorry, I didn't assume that you wanted them. But you get to keep these EVs and all the Pokemon. But let me show you what you might have missed out on real fast if you wanted these. So trainer, and energy card. Nah, keep them. All right, that's kind of what I assumed. Nobody has ever in the history of this channel graded one of those before. Tyler Davis. Here we are. It's not my box, says J-Dog. Well, I'm saying if it was and you told me, hey, I really want those holographic energies, I'd be like, all right. I just assume by default you don't want them. There we go. So it was a cool deck, and you might actually get $50 worth of cards out of that one. So it's nicer than the other decks. But still, no AR exclusives in there. There's some AR exclusives in those start decks. Here's Mr. 3 for $70. I forgot about this. Oh, this is way overpriced. $800. Cubone Expedition. I forgot about that. Let me take a quick look into this. Hold on. That's way overpriced. Maybe it's not, because the Vulpix was $300, right? Maybe not, actually. It might not be that. Well, yeah, I think it's a little overpriced. I think I did that on purpose because I did not want to sell it. But I don't want to be absolutely outrageous with the price either. So let's be a little more realistic. All right, no crazy price. Well, it's still crazy, but it's not going to be, you know, super, super crazy. So Cubone's a more realistic price now. All right. Thank you, Tyler. Tyler, you kept us pretty busy tonight. I'm impressed with that. We've got Darth Vader. Ooh, look at that. I wonder what of the I wonder which of the Star Wars cards Mr. Mike's side liked the most. Here's the Elite. Here's Tifa 10 from Final Fantasy. Here's Duraludon. Okay, let's grab a couple more of these now. Doesn't that sound nice? So I opened a box of the SpongeBob cards for myself, Topps Chrome, and this was like one of my special cards, the Krusty Krabs. Got a 9. All right. Krusty Krab. I honestly don't know what this should sell for as a 9. All I know is it's a numbered card, and I know that the box was pretty expensive that it came out of. Probably like $60 if I had to guess. It's not my wallet. Then it's your wallet. Hey, what's up, Mr. Rain Brian? How's it going tonight, man? All right. Here's SpongeBob. SpongeBob. Lovely. Shiny Bubble out of 50. Also got a 9. Did anything not get a 9? It's crazy. I just got 9s from tag. It's kind of sinking in how bad this submission was. But I don't know. Maybe it's just the fact that I got unlucky with the cards themselves. There we go. All right. Here's one of these. It's 9s heaven if you like 9s, because there's a lot of them. Okay. All right, let's get this. Myena. The Myena is cool. He's from Battle Region. Okay. And here's Dusclops. Very good. New York 9s. What does that mean, New York 9s? So here's a Dusclops. He graded 9. It's really cheap. I'm not going to look up his price online. 20 bucks. That's it. This cute Trico, he's going to be 24. That's Diamond Pearl Trico 9. We have to look his price up. Myena needs a real price. PSA 10. Battle Region. Myena. All right. So he is a very, very expensive $55. All right. And then SpongeBob. How do we price this? Shiny Bubble SpongeBob. Let's look that up. Shiny Bubble SpongeBob. This one's out of 50. Does that mean anything? I mean... Man, this music was so good from Legends Arceus. Oh, all right. So there we go. We've got one. Gold refractor, $75. Really? Would somebody really buy that though? So there's one in China for like $60, but that's going to come with an import fee. And then there's one in the US for like $75. So that's the ungraded one. So what if I had it graded already? There's no examples of this card already graded. All right. So I'm going to stick with the value of about $100 on this. It's not my wallet. It's your wallet. Topps Chrome. It's not my wallet. I love that they took the most memeable parts of SpongeBob. Okay, the base card is not actually that expensive. If that's the case, I guess what we'll do is $28. You're basically just paying to have a nice base card in a holder with no real premium. A premium would be like, oh, this got a 10. Let's make it $60, $70, $80. Oh, I still got those Lion King cards too. The Lion Kings. Let's get these rotated. We've got so many slabs. It's nuts now. So we just got 9s for days now. 9s all over the place. Here's a Skarmory. There's a nice 10. There's an Execute 10. Here we go. That's a lovely Halo 9. Giratina, which was, I guess, priced at 1,000. Slitherwing. There's another 9. Halo 9. So we got these Halo 9s. We're going to get them off the table, you know. Sergeant Avery Johnson, he got a 10. That's nice. Good for you, Sergeant Avery Johnson. Warthog got a 9. All right, let's take these off, guys. How's it going tonight, guys? Happy Tuesday. Tuesday, it's your favorite day of the week. Take a picture of this. Boy, the day sure goes fast. It's dark outside now. It's so crazy. Already 5:40. Wild. Okay. So a new picture of these new Halo cards. And oh my God, there's a lot of 9s. So what do we have on this side? We got this little Hello Kitty, huh? Kurumi. It's got a dot on it. I think that's part of a rotation. Dark Golduck. That's definitely part of a rotation. Qui-Gon Jinn. Darth Blatter. Vulpix. You just saw me price that. The consignment card. The trade slab. Pikachu. Man, that Halo guy looks good. All right. So Dark Golduck's part of a rotation, but what else is part of that rotation? Boa Break. Boa Break is up to 3 out of 6. Jump in there, guys. Mr. 3. So I definitely got more 9s of these Halo cards, right? Like this and this. No, actually, that's a 10. I'm sorry. There's a 9. How's it going, guys? How you doing on this fine night? All right, there's a 9. Whoa. Okay. Whoa. They feel so good. They make such a lovely sound when you're moving them around. Like a little plinking noise. Plink, plink, plink. Okay, 9's a lower channel. Taking on another shot here. There we go. All right. Very nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to move these over here and service this order that just showed up. Mr. Steven Gonzalez. He says 2 packs of OP14 and a round of shipping. You got it, man. All right, Steven Gonzalez, good luck. Here's this purple guy. Here's this girl with the hoodie. That's 2 cold ones. Mr. Steven. How's it going, Steven? I hope your day's going well. Let's see. Ugh. Steven Gonzalez. There we are. Everybody being quiet tonight. Yeah, it's generally slower. Fewer orders, fewer views, and less chat. So it's definitely a slower time period. There we go. Just must not be enough going on. You know, maybe we needed to get some new sets on the menu. Because we've been running the same sets. We could have done, I don't know. That's actually a good question, what we could have done. I think it's just all about waiting for Ascended Heroes, but that doesn't come out till the 30th. So I don't want to load up on anything too heavy. But maybe I ought to place an order for something new. Is there a card set you guys would like to see added to the menu? All right, let's see. Very quiet. Big good, just working. I think everyone's still hurting after Christmas. Here, let's go ahead and grab Steven Gonzalez. Well, last week was a very good sales week. I think, or no, was it? No, it was 2 weeks ago. Not last week. Last week was average. Here we are. I guess 2 weeks ago was the end of Christmas, wasn't it? All right, let's see. Maybe you're right. Let's see what it's going to say. 744. Riftbound? Riftbound, that's the new Magic set, right? I don't know. Magic has not been selling on the channel as much anymore. Yeah, Magic's been slow. Let's see. I don't think we have a lot of Magic guys following us. We have a lot of Pokemon card guys. There we go. Nice. That calculated nice and fast. I'll Rift your bound. Oh, Riftbound is League of Legends. Oh, no. The League. There we go. No, you're getting double My Little Pony and double Hello Kitty. And then also sports. There we go. Lovely. Here's Altaria. Here's Skarmory. Here's Mew. The new Mew break. Here's Eevee. So we're loaded up on fresh breaks, that's for sure. We got a lot of breaks now. Let's grab a couple more slabs. We took some off the table. Let's put some onto the table. Sanji 10. Oh, look at that Sanji. I think he's just a standard Sanji. Nothing special going on here. Hey, what's up, Mr. Ivan? What's the class for probation? The class for probation? I think you should grab some older wacky card sets people don't know about. Kind of like that Playboy set. Oh, yeah, we still have those Playboy Trump cards. Playboy Trump cards give you a chance for a Trump, a pre-president Donald Trump on the front cover of a Playboy magazine. It's a very bizarre card to collect. I wonder if those cards are doing well or if they've gotten cheaper or more expensive. Here we are. Sephiroth. Okay. And this little lady. There we go. Ooh. If you can sell them $5 and under, it will sell fast. People love cheap packs to rip. Well, yeah, I would have to agree. Anything cheap is good. So here's Sanji. Ooh, Sanji. We're grabbing these. Ready? Oops. We're going to hit OK on that. Sanji. What's his number? 119? Says it's from OP6. Very interesting. There it is. $46. You graded a lot of cards. I did, but actually we're blazing through them faster than usual. So what this means is I better get another submission out fast because we don't have enough. Actually, we would have enough, but they all graded bad. $16 Final Fantasy. Poor Nami got a 9. Let's take a look at the grade report to try and understand it. This is your year, mister. This is the year, mister. Get Alf. Can you show what packs are in the jumbo pack break when you get a chance? Hey, I'd be happy to show that off. All right, we'll do that right after this. The jumbo pack break. We added a bonus booster pack in the daytime stream. So it says the problem with this card is that it has 44-56 left-right centering on the front, which would be just off by 1. I don't think they understand the design of the card, though. That's what's confusing to me. So if you look at this card really carefully, look how thin the red line is here. And then look how it lines up on the right side. Okay, so let's zoom out. Don't look at her belly button. Okay, that's not appropriate. Hold on. All right, now look at the centering left to right. Okay, now I bet that they looked up here at the top and they said this is too thin compared to that. See that? Can you see that? Okay, but here's the problem. When you look at this line right here, it clearly it changed when it hits this point right here. So the line like gets thicker and stands up. See how there's almost like a ramp right there? So does Tag actually check that? Do they understand that's what's going on? Do they know that it gets thinner at this point and thicker at this point? Do they know that? So how are they comparing it? Let me get my tool out. I'm going to measure it too. So here's my second opinion. My own ability to grade cards is my second opinion. The thing is, they're claiming it's off-center by a hair. And it's got me wondering, is that hair actually just the change in the... Here we go. All right. Pull this over for a second. See, I don't like that because I have to feel like maybe I'm getting gypped. Okay, give me a moment here, guys. All right, now. It would seem off-center if you measured the top side of the left-right. What about if you measure the bottom side? So here goes. You ready? You ready, guys? Here goes. So it's still off-center on the bottom side, but the truth is the off-centering isn't as bad anymore. Let me see. Oh, man. I just don't know. Man, and so the problem is it is still off-center at the bottom, but is it enough to be 45-55? Actually, to know that for sure, I'd have to sit down and do a little math because the borders on a one-piece card are different than the borders on a Pokemon card. So I'd have to take those measurements and turn them into a ratio, but I bet you they graded it wrong. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Actually, you know, it looks like the top to the bottom is too off-center, and they didn't mention the top to the bottom. Look at that. We're just doing some digging around here. Look at that. Top to bottom doesn't look right. Okay. You used 2 eyes. I feel like the centering would have go off the back of the card. More one piece. We'll sell it as a 9. I'm just going to go with that. I'm not going to question them. I'm not going to regrade it. I don't have time to regrade it. So, didn't we price one of these as a 10? What is this? Nami Best Storage Box Alt Art? Nami Best Storage Alt Art. Let's find a price for this. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do. It's called Nami the Best Storage Box. 120. Let's try changing the name to just Nami Storage Box. See if more of them pop up at a lower price. Ah, there we go. More pop up at a lower price when you say storage box. So the cheapest is $60 in a 9, which is kind of a high price for a 9. That could suggest that the card itself is expensive, which would not surprise me. Okay, we got Nami 9. We just got cards coming out of our ears. Here is Yuna and Sarah getting 10s over here. Now, these are Final Fantasy 10s, and I really don't know what to think of them at all. You know what? Here's my immediate thoughts on this. They're cute girl cards, but these are not full arts. So these are standard hollows from the set. I don't think they should be very expensive, to be honest. Okay, let's let Sarah be $40. And let's let Yuna be $40. There you have it. That's it. It's not Cloud, it's not Sephiroth, and it's not Tifa. So this is Yuna and Sarah, and they're just standards. All right, priced up. That's a Sephiroth. He's cool. But he got a 9, dude. Oh, he got an 8.5. He got an 8.5. Hey, what's up, Mr. Gregory Powers? How's it going, man? Okay. We have an order from Mr. Jesus Pantoyo. Is it Pantoya? All right, slab away payment for the Tag 10 Ifrit. You got it, $27. Let's take care of that. Okay. Oh, that's it. That's the end of it. Okay, let's go grab it for you. Cool. So your slab is done, and now it will have your name on the back of it and ready to ship. But keep in mind, it does not automatically ship, okay? We just store it. This is now paid off, and we're going to store it, okay? That says EB like it's on eBay. Let me make sure it's still not up on eBay. I probably already pulled it off. Oh, it says we have 2 sold items on eBay. What do we sell? Oh, look at that. We sold a Pokemon card called Beauty. Okay. So we're going to go toward listings. We're just going to double check, triple check, make sure it's not listed. I probably already pulled it down. Okay. Yep. Okay. All yours. Now that is a full art. That's cool, isn't it? That is a full art. Oh, it's funny you should pop in and see that. We just got these other nice Final Fantasy cards graded. All right. Final Fantasy. Just stretching out, trying some other franchises for once. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this. Very good. You're all taken care of. Now, again, that does not automatically ship, all right? We have an order here from Miss Beatrice, who wanted to see all of the boosters in the Jumbo Booster Pack break. So here's the Jumbo Booster Pack break, and Mr. Tyler is in there. Hello, Tyler. Okay. What do we got here? Ooh. Destin Rivals, Inferno X, Little Metazoo, Little SpongeBob, Rascal, Fruity Grisai. This is Lost Abyss. Mega Dream, Chainsaw Man, Phantasmal Flames, Prismatic. You've got this 151 Surprise. Digimon, which went in there for free. That's OP13. Here's Sneaker Bunker Volume 2. Solo Leveling, I believe this is Volume 2 promo card, which can also contain the actual hit from the set. So that's pretty cool, right? Not one, but 2 of these Metazoods. One of them was placed in there for free. Here's a Fortnite. Here's a Dragon Mystery. Dragon Discovery, I mean. Nice Gem 2. We got, I really like these Blue Sky Streams. I think they're very good. Here's a Solo Leveling Series 1. Here's a Marvel 4. Here's a Dragon Ball Power Absorbed, and here is a Journey of Discovery Final Fantasy. So, pretty broad and weird variety of cards, and that's usually what goes into the Jumbo Pack Break, is a lot of weird stuff, a couple good ones, a couple standard ones, but it's really all about the variety, the spread. Set one more. Ooh, sounds good. Can't wait to stay home on my couch and eat some hot tea and sea salt and vinegar. You like the vinegar potato chips? They're nice until they make your tongue hurt, like pineapple. Things that make my tongue hurt. Pineapple and vinegar potato chips. Can I please get that Waifu tag slab? The Waifu, here it is, Miss Beatrice. That's Sephiroth. He's the main character, the main antagonist from one of the most popular Final Fantasy series. Look at that. Ooh. You see him a lot because he's so popular. Thank you very much. We have a Tyler Davis. One more start deck. You got it. One more start deck right here. Let's give it a shot. Oops. So this one's not holographic. But you know, we have pulled one of those unique ARs before, and it did not come out of a holo deck. The unique ARs came out of a standard deck that looked like this one. Good luck. Let's see what's in here. So that is another start deck. The start decks are the main thing selling on this channel right now as people begin to wonder what the heck is in them. Latios, and Chauncey. Oh, man, they are tough. Grimmel Snarls, Monkey Dories, Hitmontops, Okie Dogies, and some cute Chanseys. I am so sorry, dude. That is tough as nails, man. I tell you what, I'm going to place you into the giveaways automatically for that one. That is so tough, man. I really want to see a big card get pulled out of those start decks. There it is. I think the start decks were not as popular of a product as usual from Pokemon, because they make you, the deck, the reason the decks don't cost the same as a booster pack is because they come with a whole bunch of trainers and holos and all these other cards you don't need. They are Mr. Tyler. So they say, okay, good, now that's a product called a start deck. All right. Mr. Tyler taking on a couple of these decks. All right. So, I'm going to get you into this TCC giveaway. By the way, we didn't set this up today, did we? Let me go ahead and hit refresh. All right, type TCC in real fast, guys. Let's have this go off tonight. So I'll put you in there for this cute little slab. But we have something called a second chance slab, too. But I don't know where it's gotten off to. Ooh, you hear that? That sounds like a boat. Is it this? The bonus slab. Here it is. Brett Love, Six, Mark, TRG, Rowena, Joshua Whipple, Mahasvara, Edward Shelton, C.S. Min. These are all people who have had bad luck before. Will Sharp, Carter Gurtson, Nicholas Pacheco, and now Tyler Davis. Okay. Miss Beatrice, can I get a spot in that Jumbo Pack Break? Why, yes, you may. The Jumbo Pack Break, guys, there are 2 spots left now. All right. I'm going to put one more booster pack in there just to sweeten it up, just to make it a little fatter. I got to be careful because if we do this every time, that just becomes the standard booster, you know, the standard Jumbo Pack Break. But here's a little bonus pack too. There you go. I like tossing in those bonus packs. Doesn't really matter to me. I just like seeing them go off, to be honest. All right, I think we have a website order. Did the 100K ever finish? No, we've got a big Lugia card from the 100K that's still got to go. And we could be working on it right now, actually. We got this slab and another slab, the ZELLE slab, going at the moment. But so there's a Lugia to go, and I've just been kind of saving it for a rainy day. But actually, this week has been kind of slow. Maybe this is the rainy day. All right, we have a Mr. Jaded order and a Mr. Lamar order. So Jaded says, let's have some fun. Can you get the Freya First Royal Princess TCC 9 slab and have it donated from the 9s and lower channel? You would like to donate it to the stream, huh? Okay, first let's go find it and mark it as sold, okay? I know what that is, the name Freya. That's going to be a boobies card for sure, right? Let's see. Looking for some lewd. How deep into the channel was it? Super deep. Freya. I'm looking for it. Ah, here it is. Okay, TCC Freya 9. TCC Freya 9 sold. Okay, let's go find it. So, you guys are going to see a couple slabs come up onto the table in a second here. We're going to have to go pretty deep to find this, I suspect. Easy. All these new Halo cards. Damn you, tag grading. They're like, that's a 9, that's a 9, that's a 9, that's a 9. Damn, bro, can we get a 10? Here's a nice Ampharos. I just sold one of these Amphoroses in a 10 on eBay for $150. It's a confirmed sale. So there's a 9 and it's 20 bucks. A lot cheaper. Okay. All right. Looking for Freya. Freaking Freya. I used to be able to zoom the camera out so you could see more of what we were doing here, but that does not work with the YouTube app. That was working with the OBS app, Streamlabs. Okay. Oh my gosh, we still haven't found it. All right, we're still going. Hopefully it hasn't already sold, actually. Oh, I see it. It just got uncovered. Found it. All right, so let's set that over here so we don't put it back in. That's what she said. And let's start stacking up these slabs. Oops. You guys want to see what it looks like? I'll show you mine. Oh, looks like this. See, like, whew, holding in place with my knees. All right, see? So the slabs get organized. That's the A to J box, and it's mostly empty right now. That's the rotation. Okay. Put you at a funny angle there. Start piling these back in. Try not to drop them. Tons of 9s. Hundreds must have 9s. No 10 for you, only 9s for Mr. Man, that's what the latest submission feels like. They're like, nope, these are 10s, all of them. Can I have some more, sir? Some more? You'll get a 9 and you'll like it. Some of these. He wants some more. Please, sir. I'm just a starving card collector. And tags the fat, wealthy capitalist. Please, sir. Shaman goes in, right? That's nuts. Back to you, Almond. This goes back in. Does this go in? Yeah. All right, there we go. Whew. Now you want to see it? Check this out. That's a lot of... look how thick that box is. Oops. Look how thick that box is, huh? That's a lot of slabs. Plenty of slabs. All listed in Discord, by the way. All right. Cool, right? What we're going to have to do soon is start splitting the 9s into alphabetical order. We're going to have to need 2 cases for those. I don't know. We'll see what happens. That's dedication to your craft. Yeah, the organization. All right. So this is now a giveaway. Okay. Let's see. Jumping back here. This is a gift from Jaded to you guys. So, we're going to continue this. Let's let it rotate away for a moment. Buy the TCC slab. We're going to reset the giveaway and set it up to say Jaded. Hits the zoom. It's not a very expensive slab. Back in the day, somebody must have paid me to grade this, and then they promptly abandoned it. The thing is, I think a lot of the Cardconomist slabs got abandoned once we lost John. I think it was kind of a sad thing, and people felt like, well, maybe they weren't as excited about it anymore. I don't know. I think one day we'll have TCC grading running again, but right now I'm enjoying not working on it and just doing tag grading. So that's our project right now, just testing out a lot of tag grading. You know, one of the easiest ways to start up TCC grading again is if the price of grading ever hits crazy valuations once more. That was part of the reason why we started doing that is PSA was charging like $100 per card. So we have that ability to grade our own cards. Mister, I can't have that card, says Mr. Edward. Why not? Your mama would say, hey, you can't have that. You're a grown man, Mr. Edward. You can have the card if you want it. There it is. There we go. If your wife doesn't like it, tell her, fine, you'll hang out with your girlfriend. Here's Miss Diane Bailey, Jumbo Pack Break. Hello, Diane. How are you today? Nice to see you. Okay. Good. Let's giggity go. So this brings the pack break, the Jumbo Pack Break, up to 3 out of 4. Just one spot left in there. And then on the website, we have another order from Mr. Lamar. Hey, what's up, Mr. Lamar? Are you new? No, you're not new. He wants 30 of the electric breakers. You want a whole box of electric breakers? I'll go get you a box of electric breakers. Hell yeah, dude. I'll be back. Actually, this is perfect timing. I can go get a fresh drink, too. So I'm going to grab a fresh drink and a box of electric breakers. All right. Ugh. Ouch. We have 3 boxes of this left. Running low. Here's my favorite drink. That's like almost $2 these days, this stupid drink. I basically have to keep selling cards to keep up with my lemon water addiction. All right. Drinking water any other way is basically a sin now. Ooh. Let's plug in my iPad. Okay. Mr. Lamar. Hey, how's it going, Lamar? Nice of you to stop on by. Let's see what he pulls out of here. So yeah, just 3 boxes of this beautiful set left. Electric Breaker. When it runs out, we will not be restocking it. Okay. I could drink 12 a day. Yeah, so I do kind of do that. What the water we have out here is called hard water. It comes from a well, and we don't have like a water softener or anything like that. So we just buy drinks. That's it, with tons of them. We just buy drinks from like Walmart. And so I'm drinking canned water all the time. All right, here goes. Oops. A whole box of these. Yeah, it's terrible, says J-Dog. I drink only water and cranberry juice, and occasionally Powerade. Oh yeah, remember it was the year 2025, and Mr. Cardconomist was out picking mushrooms. That's right, because that's what Karis and I were doing. We were foraging for mushrooms, and I got the well-known, the very highly anticipated headache was coming on. I was sweating a bunch, and I was getting that heat sickness. And I finally asked AI, I was like, why do I always get so sick in the heat? And it said, did you try drinking a Gatorade? So I drank a Gatorade, boom, headache's gone. All those years of getting sick in the heat, and all I needed to do was drink a Gatorade, and I didn't know that. Here we are. So sad. I always had this overheating problem growing up, where I'd be out in the heat all day, and then I'd get these terrifying headaches, really powerful headaches. Turned out I just needed to drink something with salt in it or something. Oh, yeah. Whatever they put in there. I have a TCC 10 Dragonair, and it's a beaut. What? Okay, you got the sandcastle. You got the sushi fish. All those years. I never knew that. I often overheat in the summer. I stay very hot in the winter. In the winter, I wear short sleeves and shorts and sandals all winter long. Even though it gets pretty cold out here, I never actually wear pants or long sleeves. Because if I wore pants or long sleeves indoors, I would probably start sweating pretty fast from overheat. Like, I have struggled my whole life with overheating. And especially during the summer months, I would go outside and do some outdoor activities, even when I was young and fit, you know. And then I just get these massive headaches after sweating, I guess. And I always thought that I had like a body that was bad at handling the heat. Turns out I just needed to drink a Gatorade. No one told me this. Do you usually list cards on eBay directly from PSA, or do you always have them come back? I'm currently doing a mix. I'm doing a mix of it. All right. Like, here's the deciding factor when it comes to listing from the vault. I list cards from the vault if I don't mind it if they don't sell. So I list them in the vault, and I have them stay in the vault as a form of security at the same time. Does that make sense? So I go, okay, this Charizard, and he's worth a whole bunch of money, can just sit in the vault. AI saved your life. It didn't, but it figured this thing out so fast that I just wasn't aware of. Because I was like, dang, dude, nobody told me this. Drink more Gatorade. My family grew up not drinking stuff like Gatorade ever, because my mom was, even before the internet, she was like paranoid about bad food. And we just weren't allowed to have Gatorade. It is Phoebos. So I had no idea of its ability to restore your electrolytes. Do you find a wider audience when you list through PSA? I wouldn't say that. Here we are. It's just eBay. They just listed the eBay. Here's Gastrodon. I like the anonymity, though, a little bit. Here's a cold one. Here's the Land Shark. Okay, you got Land Shark. So this box is going to be a melodic box. You got a couple packs left. Let's see if the double hit comes out. Okay, that's the Poop Beetle, Dung Beetle, and finally, One Iron Man. Another 60-hour work week completed. Nice. There we go. All right. Sweet. Let's toss this. Thank you so much, Mr. Lamar. I wanted to try it out. Was curious about your thoughts on it. So far, I haven't, I don't like the way that the PSA Vault lacks reassurance about the steps that it's in. So right now it feels very new. It feels not very well regulated. Feels like something could easily go very wrong. And I question the rules on, like if they're holding some of my best cards, what happens in the future? What happens if PSA goes under? What happens if they get rid of the vault? They don't like it anymore. What are all the rules? What if they change the fees after I've already put all my cards into the vault? What if they decide, you know what? You got all your cards over here. Now you're going to start paying a ton of fees to keep them over here, So I don't know what to think about it right now. I'm hesitant, but also so far, I don't mind it. So far, it seems like a nice way to split up where my slabs are to reduce the risk of having them all in one place. So for someone like me, the extra security option is useful. In a catastrophic event where all slabs are lost, I will still have some in PSA Vault. But I don't know how much I trust them. It's so weird. All right, so Lamar, did he say he already had a bag? Is he here, Mr. Lamar? Are you here in the chat? Oh, Mr. Lamar. Let me make sure we're on all messages, perhaps. There we go. Let's see. I don't think he's talking in chat. So I'm going to go hunting for a bag for him. I don't know if he's already got a bag. I feel like he does, but I'm not sure. I know I got like a million of these bags over here that he would throw it away, empty ones. And I got these sleeves here. Please, man. Please, bro. Here's Levy. You know who we haven't seen in a little while? We haven't seen our friend Mahi. Throw this away. Here's a Lady Cuddly Cactus from 725. Is that right? Huh. I wonder if this is a first-time order for him. All right. So weird. I feel like I recognize the name. Let me go ahead and create a baggie. I'm here, so Spark That Grizzly. Oh, hey, what's up, Spark That Grizzly? Maya's out getting gift cards for shipping his box. Gift cards, huh? All right. Hey, how's it going, Mr. Lamar? Have we shipped you before? Do you know, is this your first time ordering? That's my real question. Hey, guys, how's it going? Happy Tuesday, by the way. My heat. I'd be nervous that they would sell my card and they'd be like, whoops, we sold your card. Sounds like something PSA would do. I'm a first-time buyer. Oh, so what? Hell yeah, dude. So first-time buyers, we're doing some promotion for first-time buyers to get us some new first-time buyers. So first of all, you get this cute little guy. That's yours now. So that's a bonus pull. Okay. Oshawott. Good. Now you get something else too. You get to automatically be placed into the giveaway. The giveaway this time is a sexy lady. I hope you don't mind. And then also there's a, we'll put you on this one over here, the bonus slab too. How about that? We'll do two of them. Let's get you a serious one. All right, nice to meet you. As you know, Lamar, the items that you just pulled do not ship automatically. They stay over here in a storage container, and they do ship when you order a round of shipping. You can keep your stuff over here for 1 year and keep adding to it. Here's Qui-Gon Jinn. Could I send in for a random poker poll? So I have really been tempted to try that out, random poker poll box again, but so far I haven't gotten the balls to do it. I don't have the balls yet. I can't decide if I truly want to do it. They seem like such a really good resource that it would be kind of stupid of me to sell them ungraded. It just doesn't make sense to do it. All right. Last time we had them out here, we had them at an incredibly good price, and nobody was buying them. And I just kind of felt like, well, fine, I'll buy them. They're all for me now. It is, and the poker cards, in effect, have done extremely well. Grabbing this. All right, what do you see me doing here? What do you see going on? We're grabbing all the new consignment slabs. First of all, let's get this Pikachu and Meowth Throne picture. Those are a big deal, and I could definitely see people putting these into consignment eventually. All right, picture time. Thank you, I appreciate it. Been watching you for the past few weeks. I like how you do things. Nice, man. We are. Glad to hear that. Place this here. I've been watching you a few weeks, too. Put this here. All right. I don't know what I'm doing there. So there's actually 4 of these Lucarios, but I guess we'll hide one of them behind the other one. I don't know. Okay, there we go. Darkness Ablaze break. Jump on it. Oh, yeah, the booster box breaks. I have not even been talking about those as much. There's so much going on all the time. This. I have forgotten to mention those. Where can I put these? I guess I'll put them here. No, I want to put them there. All right. Too many consignment slabs. So, let's grab that box, shall we? You're talking about this one. Oh, there's no writing on it this time, so we don't know how many spots are sold. I feel like people really like seeing those sold spots. Helps them know if it's moved or not. That's one of the first things your eyes notice is how many spots have sold. Miss Alexandra said she would prefer if there was no writing on the box, so that the box looks better when you store it, though. So that is the tricky part. So here it is. The box break has Ben Garcia in it, and he's in there by himself. Poor Ben. All right. Good. Oh, I'm getting messages. What are these messages? Oh. Hold on. All right, there we go. So what do we got next? We have a Jack Woodworth order. And he says, 5 of the Blue Sky Streams. Yeah, so these Blue Sky Streams are still a very special set to open. Move this around a little bit. Blue Sky Stream. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got all 5 of them here. Chance for the alternative art VMAX Rayquaza in them. I think no writing is better, but slab sleeves look cool with the countdown. Sealed collection looks better without the countdown. All right, sounds good. People agree with her, so we'll keep the numbers off. There we go. I think it makes it easier to resell them at least. We got Toxicity. Oops. We've got Zygarde. He's going to be the feature of the next set after the Ascended Heroes, huh? There's a Rayquaza. Rawr. Okay, 1 Rayquaza popping out. Rayquaza, I mean. Say it right. It's actually pronounced Rayquaza. Uh-huh, nerd. This is a rip and ship. It's meant to be ripped, so I like the writing. That's right. I'm going to write rip me, rip me, rip me all over the box. There we go. Okay, here's Charmander. Charmander's rotated a couple times. Darth Vader. The Mew break, which is amazing. Here's the Nido King. 1 spot left on the sub list. 1. And then it goes off. And then here's Taiwanito. Line up if you'd like to lose. $40. So Miss Diane is done. We have a Team Rocket Gwent. For this small $5 donation for your time, can you check the status of the September PSA order? All right, you got it, man. So let me begin by writing some stuff down on the donation scorecard. We need to get Mr. Jaded in here. Number 13, Jaded. $20. And number 14, Team Wakik Want. Actually, maybe I'll just accept this as a payment for my time. Should it be considered a donation? Let's see. Maybe that should be an option to be able to give me a tip and force me to update something for you. Ready? Let's take a look. So the September PSA order. Step number 1. I need to see what's in the September order so I know I'm looking at the right one. Let's see. Is that this one with all the CS Min cards in it? And look at that. You've got an Espeon in it. Very nice. So that was submitted around 9:25. And now we're going to go into my PSA account. Let's look this up. I think this is what people want me to do every time they inquire about it. And, you know, that would be hard to do that every time. So, let's see. So there's the August one. So I believe the September one that you're interested in, they began working on it on October 6th. And it says it's in assembly. So that means we shipped it probably around 9:25 and they received it around October 6th. So that seems correct. The first card listed is a Mr. Mime. Yep, and so that's the correct one. And so the update is that the card is currently on assembly. Would you like to see that? So we'll zoom in. There we are. Okay. So I'm going to show you on my screen. Assembly. Pretty interesting. We're in January, and a submission from October is in assembly. Oh, right. Now, I will go update the actual listing. Update. This is now in assembly. And it'll say, it'll say 1/13/26. There you go. All right, cool. Thank you so much, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt. Appreciate it, man. My September submission finally finished today, says Corrupted Beirut. Yeah. Well, you know, Mega Dream came out, and it was such a popular set. I bet you a bunch of people sent big submissions in because of that one set. You know, think about it. So I bet you that's why it slowed down. And how long is that? So October, November, December, January. So it's a full 3 months in, and it's still in assembly. So we're looking at 4 months for a submission. I bet it's done within 4 months. I don't know. You know, our submission had really good cards in it too. That maybe is it possible that if you have really good cards, they take longer? Maybe has anyone considered that could be it? Let me take a look at what we had in here. So we had some poker cards. I always have some poker cards. Some tops. Some Sneaker Bunko. Some more tops. Lots of tops, actually. More tops. A whole bunch of tops in this submission. And then it's off to your guys' stuff. And your guys' stuff is really expensive, too. You guys tend to send in high-end cards. And in this set, we have CS Min's cards, which were all vintage cards. He had gone incredibly deep at that time. 2 Pokey Shuffles for Team Rocket Grunt. They're prioritizing GameStop grading. You could be right. I don't know. You know, Tag told me that they would prioritize my grading, and you know what I immediately thought about that? I immediately thought, man, that would be nice to have that with any grading company. That's actually valuable. It's like a kind of money to get your cards back sooner, because you get to turn them around sooner. All right, so 1, 2. Let's see if you get super lucky, Mr. Team Rocket Ground. Hope you get a 10 on it. Hope you get a 10 on your Espeon. That's 2 cold ones. I'm sorry. All right, Charmander, he's begging to go in here. Come on, Charmander, let's get you in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Charmander. He's so cute. In he goes. Old Maid Charmander. T10. All right. Did you add my 15 donation to the list for the trade break? Let me see. I had to process it all. No. All right, so you are at 25. Thank you for helping me with that. There you go. It is a scoreboard, so if you've got points to add to it, let me know. We'll get you taken care of. I'm getting messages from Karis. What time is it? 6:30? Oh my gosh. All right. So we shall set this over here. Boop. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm sorry about the tough round and sorry for the long wait time. Miss Diane says another one for the jumbo break. Oh, Diane, taking both of them. We'll put you down as DB. That's it. The jumbo pack break goes off right now. Jumbo pack break is one of the most consistent and popular breaks on the table. People get into this over and over and over and over again. It goes off a million times. This time it's going to be Beatrice, Tyler, and Diane Bailey in here. Okay. It's always really fun watching it go off because you hope something crazy and wild to come out of the packs. But there's a low chance for that because it's just one pack of everything. But it's not like it's never happened either. Okay, so here's my signature. That's the card you want to pull. And then 1, 2, 3. You can even keep this card. Actually, I'll trade it out with the Magnemite if you want me to. I didn't feel like retrieving the Magnemite. He's a little buried at the moment. The binder break is sitting on top of him. There it is. All right. There we go. Okay. So we're good to go, man. Let's see. Diane Bailey. Jumbo pack or jumbo Nido King spot. Oh, well, she said another one for the jumbo break. The Nido King's called the Mega Sub List. And she already had a spot here. She had to have been referring to this. All right, give me a number. It was a great set. 20 points toward Gryffindor. I don't know why I hide the packs. It's not like you guys know what's going on with them. There's no reason to hide them. Just do that for fun, I guess. 3. Thanks, Mike Side. 1, 2, 3. Mike Side, you're in one of the breaks now. What are you in? You're in the Mew. That's right. He's in the Mew. Mike Side's in this Shining Mew break. It's a very special card. Dobby's pregnant. You like that sound effect? Dobby's pregnant! Harry Potter! All right. All right, you can't see this shuffle because there's only 4 cards here. I don't want anyone to be able to follow the cards with their eyes. Did you see there wasn't a finished script for the last season of Stranger Things? What? Mike's side said they were using, or was it Alex? One of you guys was telling me that they were using ChatGPT. ChatGPT. All right, give me a number. He didn't use the sock. Who didn't use the sock? Oh, I see what you're saying. 0. Jack Woodworth says 0. All right, here goes. Here's Diane. Right off the bat. Wow, Diane, you just do really well on this channel. I don't know what it is. You must be eating the Scooby snacks or something. Here's Miss Beatrice. Here you go, Beatrice. Sorry, Beatrice. Here's Tyler Davis. I'm sorry, Tyler Davis. And here's Diane's other spot. Now, to be fair, Diane actually had a 50% chance. I mean, it's basically a coin toss for her. All right. So now you've got the jumbo packs. And we'll grab this. And now, let's find out if you pull some gold out of these here pay dirts. Ooh, a lot of stuff going on in here. It's almost too thick for the screen. You got to put it into 2 smaller piles. DB to the moon. Good game. Much love. Snip number 1. Snip number 2. Snip number 3. Snip number. Karis is sending me all these saucy texts right now in the middle of the stream. Tip number 4. Sneak. All right. Here's Fortnite. Hey, RF Collectibles. How's it going, man? DB to the moon. All right. Wife is hangry. Something like that. A little different from being hangry. Here's, ooh. Sneep. And here's some of these. These are good. Phantasmal and prismatic. I want some prismatic. Okay. Some Chainsaw Woman. Okay. And some of these. Sneep. And some of these. Sneep. All right. Lots of sneeps. Are you ready for this? Where's HR? Hey. I want your supervisor. I'm the supervisor. I'm going to say that once. I want someone really angry. I want to talk to your supervisor. Do you guys ever dream of that? I am the supervisor. All right, you pulled Abaya. Abai. Abai. Here's Colorado Springs Elf, March of the Headless, Shifting the Balance. All right. Okay. Here's a Fortnite pack. It's Fortnite. No more Fortnite. All right, Fortnite. You're pulling... Oh, the banana peel's good. You actually pulled a good card. The banana peel. What's his name? I can't remember. Peely? I think it's Peely, isn't it? Oh my God. I got 5 texts to read. Here's Peely. Here's Team Wacket. It's cold. Here's Dragon Mystery. Dragon Discovery. Umbreon and this Dwagon called Warring Moon. Banana's a staple. All right. 1 Charizard. 1 cold one. 1 Rayquaza. 1 cold one. All right. Those are a little bit cold. The Peely was actually a good pull. Can you guys believe it? Fortnite coming in handy here. Here's Clefable, and it is a Master Ball. Nice. Marvel Studios. Did you know we have these on the menu? Look at this. So you can get some cool stamps out of here if you're lucky. I don't know how much of this I have left, though. Okay, ooh. I know I have a lot of solo leveling left. Plenty of that. We are not low on solo leveling. Here's Sung Jin Woo. Okay. He's a North Korean. Here's Wendigo. All right. And that's a furry. Very nice. Pokemon gets you the babes. Oh, yeah. You know how it is. Of course. Of course. Power absorbed. Okay. We've got Panchia and Vegito. Nothing crazy coming out of Dragon Ball this time. Here's Rascal Doesn't Dream, but maybe sometimes she dreams. Not very exciting, just a holographic card here. SpongeBob. Patrick and SpongeBob. Here's SpongeBob making a face. All right. This is the hit card right here, the How Oli card. These are gradable. PSA grades these. Can you believe that? It's so weird. All right. Those are printed in China. Chainsaw Man, serious business. Okay. Chainsaw Man was a commercial success with their latest movie that they put out, the Reze movie. Who watched that? Did anyone here watch that? I actually watched it and thought it was good. I was like, wow, this is a good piece of media. Mega Dweem. What do we got? We got the bird. All right. Nothing crazy coming out of Mega Dream. The blankets that mix. This is called the Jumbo Pack Break for the Grasai. Some girls in bikinis. I don't know how important that is to you, Miss Diane. Pants were tight the entire movie. What? Here's Prismatic. Litleo. Umbreon Hollow. Kind of cool. Okay, pick up a little Umbreon. Nothing crazy, though. This is another chance for a big pull. Phantasmal Flames. Carvana, Bronzer, Oricorio. No luck on the English packs. So far, Peely's been your best pull, I feel. Actually, that Hollow Umbreon's kind of cute. What do we have here? You got Cha-Hei-In. What? umida. Mita umida. Very nice. Shulul. I watch too much Squid Game. I know some of their sounds that they make in their language now. All right, here's a holo. Here's OP13, one of the most successful sets recently, beating Pokemon probably. We were just selling some English OP13. It's a little pricey, but I think it's fair. I actually think that English price is fair when you're considering there's a $20,000 card to pull. What do we have here? We've got Digimon, one Digimon guy. I think one of the big problems I have with Digimon is every name ends in Mon. They shouldn't have done that. Just give them names. They don't need to all say Mon. Oh, that's a cold surprise 151. I should just get us the Pikachu Gengar and host a Mega Break on it. All right, Sprigatito. Meow. All right, you got the Sprigatito. That was a bonus pack in this break. Here's Topps Chrome. Sprigatito's gradable. She's part of a set where there's no like major hits in the set. It's just got all the cute. Look at this Metazoo. Okay, Flat Woods Monster, Cactus Cat. Very good. Give Bikini Girls to Mike. Give to Mike. Who? Which Mike? Mike's side? And now here's... Haha! A little Suicune. That's not bad. One more English pack. One more chance for glory. What do we got? Did you guys like seeing the Mega Break? The Jumbo Pack Break, I should say. Murkrow, Mary. Ah, it's a nice little Mewtwo. A little bit nice. There it goes. Okay, that's it. To Mike's side. Jared Leto requires your help. Woo! There we go. What do we have here? Sprigatito. This guy, you want to give this to Mike's side? Is that what you're saying? I can give it to Mike's side if you want. I don't mind. All right, Diane. That's a John Lucas bag. Doesn't John Lucas have multiple boxes, though? Wait, isn't this John Lucas right here? That's Brett Love. Okay. Let's create a fresh bag for you, I think, in this case. Cactus Cat, what a combo. I know. It's a cat. It's a cactus. Couldn't really pet it, I suppose. That's my favorite thing to do with cats. Dan Bailey. Thank you, Miss Diane. Congratulations. The Peely is really the best pull, isn't it? Let's take another look at that. Suicune. Sprigatito's fun. I don't know. This is really nice looking. That's Solo Leveling Volume 2. There's Volume 1 and Volume 2. Nobody bought Volume 2. Virtually no one did. Here's Umbreon. So I bought some of that. Nobody wanted it. That has happened once before. Sungjin Woo. There's your Marvel pack. Didn't turn into anything. Peely. I would grade this. He's cool. So Peely's gradable. Gradable and good. All right. Thank you. Sungjin Woo was the best pull. You like that? So those are very cheap, by the way. Those packs aren't like crazy expensive. Those are Solo Leveling Volume 1 and Volume 2. We have two different sets. The Volume 2 is actually just recently printed and released. All right. Mike's side, Mr. Mike's side. He likes the girly girls. He likes the boily boys. So now we got Tyler Davis Electric Breaker Box. Tyler Davis would like one of these as well. Since I'm coming out of the room, I might go attack Karis real fast just to tease her. Oh my God, bro. All right. I'm going to go get an Electric Breaker Box. I'll be right back. I'm back. So, Tyler Davis, going a little deeper. Come on, sneak. Ready? Ooh. Congratulations on the bikini, dude. Okay. We basically disassemble this box. Ta-da! Tossing this over there. Tossing that. All right, Mr. Russ. Let's toss this up here. Snipping time. One whole box of electric breaker Japanese. I think that means there's 2 boxes of this left and then it's out. We are sold out. For this set, we will not be restocking it. It's been a fun set. Some sets, when they sell out, they don't get a restock. A lot of them, actually. Oh. Bandai tweeted a statement. They're ripping off all shrink wrap from their one-piece stores nationwide because they're tired of the resellers. Searching Sparks in English. We still have some of that, yes. We just priced these tonight. These have a good shot at selling. These are Expedition cards. Very nice. All right. Sfeel, it's a good AR. Okay, Sfeel. Poo-poo-choo. I choose you, poo-poo-choo. Milotic. Sometimes confused with the Ulotic. Crocodile, see you in a while. All right, cool. Oh, not bad. Picking up Pikachu for the SR. That's not a problem. Good. Good, Daddy King. Good. He goes in the hollows pile. He's junk, bro. Durant is junk. Here's Terrapagos. There's just like a feathery turtle, basically. With jewels. He's been bejeweled. Bedazzled. Bedoodled. Caphagrigus. Cerulege. So that's a hit. Okay, cold. I found Pokimane cards at Walmart for the first time in like 2 years. It only took going through every day for 3 days. I saw the Pokemon cards getting stocked at my Walmart the other day. I was there for the restock. There was no line for them or anything. And I was like, I could just walk up and buy these. But I didn't want to. Actually, there were some cards on the... Oh, yeah, the Magnezone. Magneton, you forget about him in this set, but he's a nice-looking card, isn't he? I think you did well. This is a good box. Other than the fact that you missed the alt art, I think you did well. Okay, here's the swoosh. No swoosh for you, Meg. No swoosh. I'm going to have the swoosh, but you can't have swoosh. No swoosh, Meg. Here's Tapu Smoothboo. Cold. This thing. And the Amulet of Time. All right, good box there, Mr. Tyler. I think you had a pretty good round. I think you can actually recoup the value of your money there. That's what that means. Sometimes when you open a box, you can't do that. All right, you got these things here. I actually think these two are nice as well, but not quite as nice, but they're sort of nice. Pikachu and Milotic. I treat everything in this pile kind of like the same as a holo. It's basically not super valuable. Okay, so all that's going there. All right, then. So you get a little scratch to itch tonight. Cerulege is fantastic. I like Cerulege. All right. Let's get a little rotation going. Jigglypuff. There's a tag 10 of Halo, which was incredibly hard to get. We graded so many of these to get just 110. So the whatever tag grading's super tough. Give me a second here. One moment. Uh-huh. All right. Move that over there. All right. Thank you, Tyler. Tyler's all done. We have 2 Zach orders in a row. Zach says, extra for start deck view. Hold on. Wait a second. So he says, finish the jumbo pack break. Oh. And then he said, extra for start deck. You and a whole start deck. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, cool, man. You know, Zach, I think it's okay to do the start deck because the jumbo pack break did not really end up being the most insane thing. She did get a nice peely out of it, though. Boom. All right, it's not a hollow deck, but maybe there's an AR in here. Mr. Zach, good luck, man. Tossing this. I like it when Mr. Zach gets good luck. All right. Let's pull this out. Shaboink. And we'll pull this out. Good. What do we have? What do we have? Ooh, Greninja. Wow, I've never seen that. Togedemaru. Togedemaru and Greninja. I don't think I've ever seen this deck before. Froakie, got a little Togepi, Togekiss, the Golden Go guys, some Spearows, some Fearos. You can give a Fearo to Miss Alexandra. All right, wow. The start decks are predictably difficult. I'm sure of it now. They are very tough. I am definitely feeling the heat with the 100 start decks. Unless there's like a big hit right around the corner, which maybe there is. But man, those are... Now I understand them a little more because I've seen a couple of them get open now. Those are very tough. All right. I don't think I've seen that before, though. Have you guys seen that Togedemaru before? Here's a little Miltank. Ooh. Milky Miltank. And then here's a little Fearow. Sorry, Zach. I'm going to see the big hit. I know. I believe there's Golden Charizard in there, but there's actually a lot more if you look it up. There's a lot of alternative arts in the 100 Start Deck series, but it doesn't appear to just hand them out. You actually have to get pretty lucky to pull it. So they were not handing those out too fast at all. Thank you, Mr. Zach. I really appreciate it. The Pikachu from this is like $400. There's a $400 Pikachu in the Star set. Is that what you're saying, Start Deck? I believe you. I mean, I remember seeing some really wacky looking ones. Okay, so we're checking the website. We now have an order from Mr. Bryce, and he says, Fortnite Series 1, Cryptozoic, Rick and Morty Season 2, Upper Deck Halo Hobby Pack, South Park Card Wars. Okay, here's a Card Wars. I believe this is the Series 2, right? Oh, that's Series 1. Series 2, where are you at? It is Series 2. South Park. I don't think I've done a South Park in a while. I'd like to see that get open. South Park. What else did he mention? He mentioned Halo Hobby Pack. There we go. Halo. That would be... We used to sell a ton of these Halos. They were really, really popular. They were selling very fast for a while. They've definitely slowed down now. It's like a product life cycle kind of thing, you know. It gets here, people are all excited for it. Everyone starts opening it together. It's moving real fast. Then it slows down and the life cycle is it's a different product at that point. Now, did you want me to leave this sealed? Some people leave the Card Wars sealed because all the characters are on the front. Just letting you know that. You could buy another one and keep that one sealed. So let's see. Lord of the Rings Collector Booster. The Collector Booster. Oh, damn, dude. This is a huge order. I thought it was Lord of the Rings Topps Chrome. Mr. Bro went super deep. So one of these and one of these. Whoa! That's pretty damn expensive. Okay, that makes this the largest single order tonight. And a Topps Chrome. Okay, Topps Chrome. Hey. Somebody said, get me some pricey boosties tonight. There we go. Topps Chrome. All right. Who was this again? Bryce McNally. Are you new, Bryce? Bryce. Good game. Thank you. And a huge fan of the stream. Oh, very cool. All right. So I think this has a 96 on it because at one point we contemplated doing a Magic the Gathering jumbo pack, but nobody joined it. It was like too expensive. It was huge. First time buyer, long time viewer. Oh, sweet. So check it out. He's gone with a lot of non-Pokemon sets. There's no Pokemon in here. So he might be interested in other kinds of cards. Let's start opening these up. Let's see what you got. Let me make sure I got it all first. Yep, okay. Anyone else think we're going to hear whip cracking in a minute? Yeah, I'm getting a bunch of texts from Karis right now. Salacious types. There you go. She's going, meow. All right, here's Fortnite. Snipping this. Ooh, Rick and Morty. Sneep. Here's Card Wars. I can't wait to have a baby and all that changes. Just gonna be like, wham, my diaper's poopy. That didn't happen to my parents. My parents were busy as rabbits, dude, the whole time. All right, what we got? So these South Park packs are really serious. There's some big pulls in here. I think there's a Eric Cartman 10 listed up on eBay for a whole bunch of money. So you're looking for an Eric Cartman 10, but there's actually a lot of good. Oh, like this right here. This is either Ike or it's Kenny. This is going to be Ike. So you just pull the Ike card, kick the baby. Big Gay Owl's Elephant. Oh, this is one of my favorites right here. You just pulled it right away. The Cheesy Poofs card. So this, I consider this a better Eric Cartman card than the actual Eric Cartman card. Look at it. It's adorable, man. He's eating the Cheesy Poofs. He's on the Big Gay Owl. Is that what it is? No, that's called Damien. All right, Damien. It was all for you. Here's the Rhinoplasty episode where Mr. Garrus? What's his name? Oh my gosh, I'm playing too much Mass Effect. Garrus is playing Mass Effect, so the name Garrus is popping up into my mind. Cartman. And here's Big Gay Owl's Big Gay Boat Ride. There we go. No, don't kick the baby. Kick the friggin' baby. Put this here. Garrison. Oh my god. So I'm not playing Mass Effect Garrus's. I'm playing the multiplayer right next to her while she plays the story. And so I'm hearing the name Garrus over and over again. And I know that just messed with my memory. Great pulls. This was actually a really solid pull. The Cheesy Poofs alone, if it graded 10, could probably pay for a pretty decent chunk of the order. These South Park cards go for a lot in 10s if you guys haven't paid attention to that. Here's Card Wars. So these are the actual cards from the actual game Card Wars. Blueberry Pie. Oh, 3 hollows for you. Orange Slimy, Scroll of Bad Breath, Elf Hut, Ghost Hag, Ogre Braces, Lucky Penny, and a Octopus. If you guys played Card Wars, the mobile game app, like I did, you'll recognize some of these characters. They're really fun. Yes. Okay, Blueberry Pie Clops. Did she start from 1? Yes, she did. She just finished 1. She's starting number 2, which is like a huge upgrade. All right. Now we've got Purge Planet. These are awesome. Flying Under the Influence. Unity 4. That's when he has sex with like a whole planet, basically. There we go. Not really. Not the whole planet at the same time. There we go. He has sex with a hive mind. There we go. Here's Get Swifty. Getting Swifty in here. So you got Get Swifty. You could probably grade Get Swifty. Get Swifty by itself. It's such a classic Rick and Morty moment. Okay, and then Safe and Sound. All right, cool. That wasn't true. The collars didn't work. That's earlier in the episode. I can't remember how that episode goes. Something was wrong with the collars, and they had to, like, get them off. There we go. Here's the Fortnite. We just pulled Peely. Fortnite packs. Very cheap, and yet the hit pulls go for, like, a lot of money. But there's going to be a cold pack of it. Okay. I'm Pickle Rick. That's right. Here's Hello. These were very popular. We sold through multiple boxes, like a whole case of these we sold through. Master Chief from the Halo 2 anniversary. Here's the Prophet of Truth. Now is a great time to be enjoying some Halo cards. Here's this guy. It's a transparent card, so that's your hit. And Aatrox, who I didn't really care for. Aatrox was okay. All right. She's playing Peak. Yeah, she is. It is. She gets so concerned about the characters if they get injured or like if they're in trouble. It's really funny. It is. I know if I was playing the game, I'd just be smashing click, 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 click to get through the story as fast as I could. All right. But she like watches the cutscenes and she like chooses the dialogue. She's like, She'll like Google every dialogue. It's really funny. All right. I just choose whichever dialogue makes me a biggest jerk. Ooh. Here's Mr. Ganondorf. That's his name. Here's the boys riding up. Riding up to the huzz. Here's the boys again. All right, the fellows. Here's when they were going to set this poor guy on fire, and everyone just agreed to it for some reason. Even though he was still alive, it didn't make any sense. And here's Galadriel. She's like a total girl boss. All right, very nice. I liked this one where it's the boys. I like this one the best. The boys, they're all gradable. All four of these cards are totally gradable. If they grade 10, could be looking at a huge flip on these. Once again, that's why these make it onto the menu. We tend to pick cards that I believe are really beneficial to you guys for grading. I grade these myself sometimes. Now, Lord of the Rings. These are the expensive packs. These 2 packs cost him $250. They're a big deal. Ready? We're looking for numbered cards, numbered ring cards. Okay, we've got Olog High Crusher, Mordor Trebuchet. What's your favorite thing to collect? Out of curiosity, Mr. Bryce. Here's Mirkwood Spider, Arwen's Gift, Old Man Willow, Saruman's Trickery, man, and Plains. Ooh. All right. Do you have time to put in a couple? Do I have time to put in a couple Poke Shuffles? Yes, keep in mind, we try to wrap up by about 7:30 no matter what. So the morning time stream has no cap. It can just keep going and going and going. But the evening, we need to be wrapped up by about 7:30-ish. Final Fantasy also and Pokemon. Here's, wow, look at that. He pulled the One Ring. Boy, imagine the guy who pulled the 1 of 1 version of this. That's cool, man. Look at that, guys. What race would you be in Lord of the Rings? Oh, that's a good question. I would probably be an actual hobbit, and I wouldn't go out on an adventure. I'd stay home. That's exactly who I'd be. Here's Press the Enemy, Gimli of the Glittering Caves, Samwise, Faramir, Knights of Dol Amroth. So those were not holographic. Samwise the Stout-Hearted, Merry Esquire, and Food. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and actually just sleeve these together. I'll let you sleeve those one at a time at home. And here's Plains. But you pulled the One Ring! That's pretty cool, man. Wow. Look at that, guys. That's cool. We're trying to pull a numbered ring, though. There's still numbered rings in the set to pull. I got the whole Adventure Time, Cryptozerg Series 2, Rainbow Foils graded, all PSA 10 sequential. Nice, dude. Huge Lord of the Rings fan and Magic, Final Fantasy also, and Pokemon. Okay, so you had a response to that question. So you got a broad variety of things. We've got Pelargir Survivor, Pelargir. Claim the Precious. It's my birthday. Willow Wind. Rohirrim. Here's Shadow Summoning. Book of Mazarbul. The Forest. Here's Aomer, Marshal of Rohan. Mithril Coat. Wake the Dragon, which is super awesome. Gimli, the Counter of Kills. Smeagol, Helpful Guide. Lost Isle Calling. And Golem, Patient Plotter. And Samwise Gamgee. Oh, very cool. All right, but no numbered ring card in here. Very interesting. Here's food, yes, stay, and smoke with Gandalf. TCC could be a radio host. What? Have a seat right up here. Here's Lost Isle Calling. What are you talking about? Here's Wake the Dragon. Ooh. I think that just happens over time. If you host a stream for like a really long time, you just start speaking in like, you just have a lot of time to practice speaking. That's what it is. So if you talk for like a long time, you play around with like the sound of it all. And over time, you just get better and better at talking. Here's until you start tripping over all your words, which I do. All right. Sent for 2 Poke Shuffles on the website. Sweet. Wow, that was a first-time order. Let's get you a free card. Your first-time order gets you a free card. We're doing a special where we're getting free stuff for new guys. Holy. I always wanted those long wood pipes to be like Gandalf. I've thought about getting like a smoking pipe and smoking some tobacco, but here's the problem. I don't actually like the way it makes me feel. If tobacco had an effect similar to caffeine, I'd be addicted. I don't actually need to feel calmed down or whatever it is that nicotine does. McNally. All right, and that's going to say 1.26, Mr. Bryce. So I get to pick your first card out, and I think we could be a little nicer because your first time order was actually a big one. So I would like to give you, for your first time order, I was going to give you one of those Halo cards. I noticed you opened some Halo. How about this one? Here's a nicer one. It's called Surrounded. So that'll be your first time card. It'll be an actual slab. Slabby Patty. Also a huge Halo fan. Nice. I figured you had to be because picking out the Halo packs is so specific. I'm also a huge Halo fan. Looking forward to the next game. All right. Sweet. Man, that was a big order. Now we have Candy Vargas, who was right behind that order. No, it is Miss. Hello, Candy Vargas. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while, Candy Vargas. She says 5 of the Metazoo Cryptid Kuromis. All right, where did I last put Metazoo Cryptid? Is it back here? Ah, it is back here. Okay, good. All right, Miss Candy Vargas. Are you still alive? I feel like I recognize your name, Miss Candy Vargas, but I feel like you haven't been by in a while. This is your first time using the website, I bet. Candy Vargas, I got you around. Is she here? I don't know if she's watching. Thoughts on the Pal World card game announcement? Oh, yeah. Nice. Maybe Pal World will do well. Maybe it'll beat Pokemon. You know, they have time to keep working on it and invent their own stuff that looks really unique and not just like a Pokemon AI ripoff. So, you know, if they've got a lot of attention and they work really hard, they really could be a competitor to Pokemon. I don't actually, you know, I don't actually believe Pokemon should hold a monopoly. It's a bad idea. So it just, maybe it'll make Pokemon try just a little bit harder. I have 2 babies now. That's why I haven't been around. What? 2 babies? Whoa. You are? Did you name either of them Cardconomist? Here we are. Very nice. Sneep. All right. Very good. Now I'm feeling for a smoke now. Yeah, you like having a smoke. Let's see. It just doesn't do anything for me, the wacky tobacco. Here's Chibi Mothman. 2 babies. There you go. 2 baby puppies. Here's Chibi Grim Reaper. Now I can get some Pokemon with guns. What are you talking about? Pokemon with guns? Here's... Oh, you're talking about Pal World. Yes. Wow, this is a good one. The both of the main characters are in this card, and it's a nice holo. I remember. I have a 2-year-old and a 7-month-old. Nice. Here we are. Here's Chibi Wahila. Very good. Well, you know, I can't give you a free slice of my card inheritance now. But you know, it's yeah, it's totally cool. Here's Tiny Hug. Ooh, look at that. All right. What if I have like this insane deal in the future where it's like, what if it's like some crazy like Elon Musk thing? Have an IVF baby with me, and your child inherits the card collection. I hear about billionaires doing that. I'm not a billionaire. Ooh, look at that. Might work on nerds. Ta-da! Candy Vargas. All right. Smoke a joint a day. You know, Karis does not mind weed. She didn't like it at first. She's tried a little more of it, and she thinks it's kind of okay. Doesn't bother her. Here we go. Oh, you got a bag from 2023 that we kind of held on to for you. Looks like it was last updated on 2/25. Whoa. Whoa. So you got all these, and you got a couple Kuromis and a Spritito. We'll just create a fresh bag for you now, okay? All right. 2 babies. One of them named TCC, the other one named TheCardconomist Inc. Wow, that's so cool. 2 Charizards coming right your way. I'm messing with you. Congratulations, though. That's really nice. I'm trying to have my first baby. I'm getting older, so I have to actually do it, or else I'm going to get too old. All right, very good. Let's rotate these. Cubone for 500. Farfetch'd trade card. Duskull. We've got a close call and Trico 9. Thank you, mister. No problem. All right. Let me hit refresh on these cues and see if there's anything going on. Refresh on this. Let me take a look at this real fast. Give me a second here. One moment. Okay. Used to only do blunts, but switched to joints. What? There's a difference? Let me hit refresh on this. It's 7:13. Tonight was a little more busy than we thought it was going to be. Hitting refresh on the website. Let's see if the website's busy. Yes, the website has a Mr. Austin Albert order. It's only 7:14. There is time for another order if you guys wish. 2 Pokey Shuffles. You got it. Okay, 2 Pokey Shuffles. I remember always using an empty can. 1, 2, 3. We're going to say 1, 2. The really nice thing to open right now is this 100 start deck, which gives you a chance for exclusive artworks, but apparently it's pretty difficult. Oh, I'm sorry, Austin. Those are cold. You're going to have to go further. I'll set this back up here. That is a gym break for $25. Of course, you could just buy one. You don't have to do a gym break. We just offer the gym break for a bit of fun. I notice people do like gym breaks. Okay, oh, there's one of these consignment slabs. We missed one. We missed a consignment slab. Dude, this has got to go in here, huh? That's really cute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, in it goes. Used to do blunts. All right. 136 Vulpix. And it's going to say T9. All right. Okay. Setting this off into this box. Lovely. That box is full, dude. That is a very full box. Let's see. That's what she said. My jokes are so bad, dude. Let me go ahead and have a drink now. I'm so thirsty. How does your consignment slabs work? Excuse me. Yeah, so you show me what you want to send in before we send it. Then you mail it in. I show it off on the table. And after we've shown it off on the table, I post a picture of it to our Discord server. and then it just keeps rotating for a while. So, you know, like this says consignment slabs January, probably in the next month, we'll take pictures of them again. So we just did this, and people can shop for these. See? So you're able to shop for consignment slabs right now. And we get a pretty decent traffic. And then once it sells, it converts into either two things, cash or store credit. Store credit is you get a little more, cash you get a little less. So store credit, you get 74% of the sale, and cash you get 69% of the sale. That's how it works, okay? What is this? There's a bit of dust. All right. Very nice. We've sold a lot of consignment slabs. Sometimes people do consignment because they know we have slab away, and they know there's a pretty good chance their card might go into slab away and get paid down over time. So it's kind of like a way to feel confident that a card will likely sell if it's more expensive. All right, 7:17. We've been live for 176 minutes. Wow, we're right on time. Let's see. I think I'm allowed to press up some more of these. We are almost out of these fresh tag slabs. Oh, the imagination card. That is so funny looking. Imagination. Flip this around. I'm still trying to figure out how to price that Pop 1 Drifloon I got from you. Oh yeah, how did you obtain it? I would not sell that cheap. If I recall, that's a black and white era Drifloon. Isn't it? Trying to remember. I think it's black and white era. I'm about to send for 10 shuffles. Oh, that'll be exciting. Peak SpongeBob right there. That ought to be listed up on eBay too. Okay, and here's Dusk Nowhere. Dusk Clops. Like clopping them cheeks. Spark That Grizzly says, I'm going back in. You got it, man. All right, sounds good. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. I'm hitting refresh on the website. Karis over here distracting me as best as she can. So imagination, I bet you there's none of these graded, but let's go test it out. It's imagination. So there's 3 A's. We're going to say PSA Topps Chrome Imagination. All right. So there is one listed for sale for $225, but it's not from... Oh, it is a Topps Chrome card, but it's a different artwork. So here is a similar card. $225. It says Masterful Memes on it. I think ours is nicer because it just says Imagination. And I find that that's nicer looking. Okay. Let me think about it. Is that the only one? What if I type in Topps Chrome Imagination by itself? Okay. So the card itself is a little more pricey compared to the other base cards, but ultimately it's not very expensive. And so I think we should go with a reasonable price. We didn't get a lot of 10s on those at all, right? The SpongeBob cards, right? Let me see. What do you guys think is a fair price on a card like that? Tag graded it very harshly, I'm sure. It managed to pick up that... whoa, we got a big Nathan Norman order. 40 for the Nido King sublist and 50 for 2 customs. 50 for 2 customs. 2 live customs. You got it. And then he also wants an XY Evolutions. You got it. I really like the card. I'm just going to price it how I feel about it. I'm going to price it at 80 bucks. It comes down to this. It comes down to how tricky it is to grade square cut cards, you know? I think that's perfectly reasonable. My friends are having to spend over 10K on fertility treatment. Having a baby can be expensive. Yeah, that's what we're doing. So Karis and I, the fertility treatment is like $24,000. That's a spicy meatball. We both work, and I have a fantastic card collection, so we should be able to afford it. But yeah, it's not great. You know, she and I have been trying for a baby for like a year, over a year and a half. And then Karis got suspicious something was wrong. We signed up for the fertility clinic. She was diagnosed with like stage 3 endometriosis. And I was fine, it turned out. So I still got little baby swimmers. And so we're done with stage 1 of IVF, and we have like 12 successful embryos or something like that. So we've got like 12 embryos. We're heading into stage 2 in March, I believe. All right, or part 2. All right, so Nato King sub list goes off. Yeah, so we're having our last hurrahs before we're off to the baby clinic. Here we are. The baby clinic. Our babies are made with science. I actually, before it even happened, I was already interested in IVF. IVF is super interesting. You're able to choose the sex of the baby, I think. All right, because they mentioned we had like half male and half female embryos. So, you ready? We're going to create 10 of these. Only 10,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's right, ladies. Go to work and work through your 20s so that in your 30s you can take all the money you earned working to pay for fertility treatments. It's so worth it. Every penny. It's so worth it. You can work for 10 years to save up enough money to pay for fertility treatment because you waited so long to have kids. It's so great. You have a higher chance for autism, a higher chance for pretty much any developmental problem, higher chance for birth defects just in general, failed pregnancy. You have all the chances. Okay, we'll say Nato King. Also that you could work through your 20s. It's great. That's why I'm saying, in like a generation or so, people are going to change their feelings about, our current culture around baby making and all that other stuff. People are going to change their minds on it. They have to, or they just fall out of the gene pool, and then it doesn't matter anymore. It's like, well, you can have whatever opinion you want, and then when you don't have any babies, it doesn't matter anymore. Like, you're out of here. And that could be me if we don't have a successful baby, so I don't know. Does it really matter? I don't know if it matters. The sun explodes. The end. Right? The sun explodes. You want to get nihilistic about it, the sun explodes one day. And then all the suns in the whole universe explode and the universe goes cold. So if you want to get nihilistic about it, none of it matters. Unless you're like deeply religious, which I'm not. All right. Give me 2 numbers. I think the baby chooses the sex at like 8 years old. I'm installing Discord. I'm not hip with the times, says the light. My friends are having to spend over 10K on fertility. Good luck, man. I hope it all works out for you and you guys have a healthy baby. You have 11 packs. Oh, do I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, my God, bro. Okay, hold on. Wait a second. All right. This one's coming out. Good catch. Good catch. Who said that? You have 11 packs? Donnie V? We got to get Donnie V on the giveaway. Good catch, Donnie. All right, you're on there, Donnie. Donnie says, I'm doing my part, like Starship Troopers. Just adding a little chaos into the mix here with the 11th pack. See if I can't screw things up here. At 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's better. All right, so when there's a list like this, we do 2 shuffles. Give me 2 numbers, everybody. Yeah, it's fertility treatment. It's so fun. They pump you full of drugs. It's great. You can do that, or you could just have babies when you're young and fertile. So Albert says 5. We need one more person. One more number. 7. 5 and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anytime people talk about babies on like TikTok or something, if you go to the comment section, there's so many anti-baby people. It's really interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Having babies was not like a political issue in the past. Like everyone just wanted babies. Now so many people don't want them. Definitely something that's changed biologically with us. Here goes Mr. Grant. Grant with the 1. Cold. Bill Barron. 2. Here's number 3. Here's number 4. Here's number 5. And here's number 6. Oh, that's rough. Bill Barron, I'm so sorry. That's a miss. Bill Barron on the Mega Sub list. NHCC on 7. Sorry, NHCC. Ryan Shapiro on 8. Jesus Aguilera on 9. Oh, you got to be kidding me, bro. He's doing well. All right, and this is Nathan on 10. Thanks for taking the risk there, Mr. Nathan, but that's going to be a miss. All right. That's it. Jesus Aguilera. He took another thing earlier. I can't remember what it was. All right. A new round of the Mega Sub list begins. I already have it written down. So the new round is beginning. If you buy a spot in the Mega Sub list, you go in there. Bill Barron took half a shot at that, a 50% shot, and he missed. That's really tough. Sorry, man. I saw a post where Jennifer Lawrence came out, and she was talking about how now she's afraid of dogs being around her children, and she was saying she never had that perspective before. And so she was saying that in an interview, and people were like so mad at her, dude. They were really pissed. All right, Brett Love, Jesus Aguilera. Boop. They're in. We are done with spot number 2 for real this time. We're running on to spot number 3. 3 out of 10. He's got a long way to go. Okay, cool. 2 live customs now. Let's see if we can make up for that in the live customs. Maybe you get lucky here. You could get unlucky and the whole round's cold. It's possible. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay. 1 and 2. Oh, okay. You get a little Gengar out of there. That's nice. But that's going to be 2 cold ones this time. You know, this shows me the importance of having little bonus cards in those boosters because that really softens the blow picking up that Gengar. He's a solid holo. And here's a little Simpsons card. It's just for fun. All right, cold live custom. So far, so bad. That is a tough round. 1XY Evolutions. One more chance for glory. Let's see what happens over here. This is for Nathan Norman. My order says placed on January 14th, but today is the 13th. Or am I going crazy? Ooh, maybe it's the 14th where the website database is at or something like that. Here goes. One whole pack of XY Evo for $76. Magnemite. Water Energy. Geralith. Rar. Machop. Voltorb. Electrode Reverse Hollow is not bad. That's one of those classic base set pulls. What's behind it? And Dugong. How about a secret rare? No, but you get Charmeleon. Charmeleon's decent. All right. Well, Mr. Nathan, I'm going to toss you on some giveaway slabs, too. I think that was rough between the 2 live customs and the $40 spot all at once. That was that was a rough round, man. All right, you walk away with Electrode and Gengar and some lovely XY era non-holos like Charmeleon and Growlithe. There we are. There we are. And Nathan Norman would have a bag over here. Nathan Gordon. Here is a Nicholas Pacheco. Here's some SpongeBob's. Nathan Norman. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thanks for having some fun tonight, man. There we go. Ooh, it's 7:30 right now. Crazy how it heats up as we head toward 8, don't you think? $18, Nathan Norman. All right. Oop, get a little message here. Give me a second. Give me a second. There we go. All right. Well, what's the next order? My odor. Your odor. We have an odor from... So I don't see your order. I see a Nathan Norman order. Bryce, you're saying you got one that says it's from the next day. Is that right, Bryce? Bryce, so on my screen it says I have one order from you right now. Let me check PayPal maybe. You might not have sent it. That might be what's going on. All right, we do have an order from Mr. PDX. Can I get 8 of the Infernos, please? And thank you. Use this and my other. Use this and your other? Here it is. All right, that'll be the Korean version. 8 of these for PDX. Yes, Mr. Spark the Grizzly. I didn't see the order in the queue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe you have it like scheduled for tomorrow? Is that a thing? The website is kind of new for me too. Did you know that? We only created it like, I want to say like 3 or 4 months ago. It's been very popular. People like the website. There we go. And there we go. Sneaping these. What do we got here? We've got Sharpedo, Toxtricity, a cold one. Here's Corocoro, a cold one. We've got Amber Palm. I paid with PayPal. Nice. And there we go. So PDX, a couple cold ones. Let's pop this into your bag. We might change your bag to say PDX. Where would that place it? It would place it in the P box, right? The P box. The box with the P. P boxes aren't overcrowded, are they? All right, so here is your stuff. Shibwink. Thank you, PDX. Appreciate it. You've been around a long time, Mr. PDX. All right. I'm hitting refresh over here on the orders. Ooh, Nozard, I know. All right, so Mr. Bryce, I'm not seeing it in the orders queue. Let me check PayPal just to be sure, but it doesn't look like it's here. You might have thought you hit it to send, and it might have just queued up something, or I don't know. Again, like I'm not 100% sure how the website works when it comes to placing orders. Maybe I should place an order on my own website. Okay, let's see. Because I know I've seen people send order. Ooh. Let's see. Confirm information to avoid count interruptions. Okay. In order to keep your account running smoothly, we ask you to confirm your contacts information twice a year. Okay. Your contact information is up to date. All right. According to this, the very last order we received. Oh, I see. This is all from earlier today. Is that right? So PayPal's doing this thing where they're not showing me the latest orders in the actual PayPal account. It did this the other day too. So we're kind of relying on the website to show us the order. I've been here for a little while. Yeah, you've been here for a little while. Yeah, take another look into that, Mr. Bryce. You can also check your PayPal account on your side. I don't think that an order successfully went through, okay? All right. Now let me flirt with Kayla's. I'm going to send her a heart emoji, followed by smoochy lips. We'll see. One of these, and let's see. One of these and one of these. Clicking on that. Damn, Mr. On late today. Hey, what's up, Mr. Tizay? I'm hanging around for Mr. Spark in case he is wanting to place that last order. And he can take a look into that for a second. I'm going to go ahead and grab a couple of these and place them up onto the table. We've been pricing these all day. We're almost completely done pricing up that new tag submission. We went really fast on that. Team Rocket about to blast off again. Something like that, yeah. Here's Uprising. Here's a Jungle Ops. Here's Incursion. Ooh. And here's Ghost of Onyx. Ooh. That's an 8, bro. Man, they just ravaged these cards, man. They said you do not get any 10s for sure. Let me jump over here. Okay. Tossing this here. So, Ghost of Onyx. Let's sell this for $16. Here's Incursion. Same deal. $16. Here's Jungle Ops. That one actually looks pretty cool. Let's do 20 on this one. Now, look at that. That card is awesome looking. Uprising. I think we're going to do an appropriate price on this. So this would be a full 40, I think. Okay, Uprising. And Under the Monster. Probably like 24 bucks. Lots and lots and lots and lots of Halo. My God. All right. Doobie-doobie-doo. So we're at the wrap-up point. 7:30 is our end of stream time. How you feeling about that last order, Mr. Berais? Would you like me to stick around a little longer? My order was placed in January, but today's the 13th. Or am I going crazy here? Yeah, but something didn't queue up correctly. That's what's going on. Cactuar Queen. Cactuar Queen. How are you today, Cactuar Queen? Tell me about your day today. Cactuar Queen, what are your thoughts on Greenland? You think that Trump's a dummy? I think he's a big dummy. Here's Heat Train, apparently. Here's an Eevee, apparently. That's the conversation these days. Greenland. The land that's not even green. Look at this. Pikachu's, a little Rayquaza. Here's a little My Little Pony. Okay, let's grab this. I want Cactuar Queen's take. All right. This is your chance, Cactuar Queen, to influence. He's not doing good. I'm good. I'm in disbelief about Trump and Canada and Greenland. It's pretty crazy, huh? Here's Grey Felt Hat Van Gogh, and here's Evolving Sky Secret Rayquaza. These come out of Blue Sky Stream, by the way. Did you know that? I just put in another order now, and it says the order was placed on January 14th. Let me hit refresh. Aha! I got a Lamar Hughes order. That's not you. Lamar says, I'll take one Dragon Ball Z manga booster. All right. Bro, can I have that Charizard? Please, bro. Please, bro. Please, bro. Let me go grab the manga booster. All right. He's hooking the bull noses and rounding them up. There we go. I'm not seeing it on my side so far. Let me hit refresh. Yeah, I could even type in the word Bryce into all of the orders to see all Bryce orders. And it's saying you just sent the one. I'm not sure why it's saying it was sent the next day. So something tells me that that's not accurate. You know, I've seen people have issues before where they simply queue up the order. They don't actually pay for the order, but I don't know. You probably don't want to accidentally pay twice. I'll keep an eye out for that, okay? All right. Jumping back over to all orders. I put in a PayPal order earlier for 10 boosters for Lamar. Oh, okay, so that might have been you earlier. Okay, cool. Oh, I see that. Dragon Ball Z and manga boosters, 10. Very interesting. Okay. You know, I got to get much better with the website, because with the website, it doesn't highlight the orders that haven't been completed. So I got to get much better at that. When I get emails instead, those are direct orders, the email system. Emails are a little easier to keep track of because they highlight when they're done. All right, let me go get a fresh box of manga boosters. We're going to eat a fresh box. Oh yeah, tons of manga boosters. Here we go. I'm listening to this stream while I'm traveling to the countryside. You go to the countryside. It goes. Here we are. Deeper down, I think Trump's reconsidering Americans' NATO alliance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think what's going on, here's my suspicion. I suspect ideologically he does not align himself with Europe. I think that's what's going on. Let's snip this. Snip. All right. And so I think he's just aggravating. I think he's saying, well, I don't like them, so I can just kind of do what I want. That is my theory. My theory is he does not actually like Europe that much. Tossing this over here. I think he probably likes Putin and Russia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh. Is the Pikachu going to be a break, or can it be slabbed away? Which Pikachu? There's a Pikachu? Oh, the gray felt hat Pikachu. Nah, he's not for sale at the moment. Ooh. I thought somebody would be interested in that card because, for whatever reason, everyone's always interested in gray felt hat Pikachu. It's really curious. People love gray felt hat Pikachu. Majin Buu. Ooh. This guy needs to work out or something. There it goes. The pig. Oh, look at that SR. Very nice. So that's an SR pull. All right, that's a higher rarity. What else we got? Why is this card always colored? Weird. So here are the twins. I'm interested. Name your price. So I currently don't have any kind of way to restock that card. So that card doesn't have a price right now. But it does show me there's always interest in gray felt hat Pikachu for some reason. I don't get it. Okay. And here's... Wow, that is so cool. That's why people open these right here, guys. Check it out. Manga boosters. I'm about sold out of these. There's, I think, 1 box left. And should I get the Manga Booster Series 2? I mean, if these sold out, that makes this a good card set. All right. Good. And what am I looking at? Oh, Danky Kang. Is that tag point 8.5 Halo Jungle Ops 20 or 26? Jungle Ops, $20. I'm sorry. It looks like 26 because of my sloppy handwriting, but it's actually 20. Sorry about that. All right. Whoa, that looks cool as hell. That's a star card. I know that's a higher rarity. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Neat. Just keeps getting better and better. All right. And last but not least, you got your Awaken card and this crazy looking guy. All right. How nice is that? These have been here this whole time. They've actually been kind of popular, you know. We don't sell a ton of Dragon Ball, but when we do, it typically is History of Z or the Manga Booster. People really like them. Kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh! Ghost of the Past. We actually sell a decent amount of Ghosts of the Past. Ghosts from the Past, or however you pronounce it. Cool stuff, man. There's all kind of stuff in here, huh? Wow. So that was for our friend Lamar, and I'm sorry about missing that earlier. It actually looked a lot like his other order. And again, I got to get better at identifying what order I'm on. Maybe there's like a checkbox I can mark or something. Okay, so Lamar is completed. Let me hit refresh. And I'm not seeing another order for Mr. Bryce. Just letting you know that. And it is 7:45. I really do have to wrap up. I'm running out of time. I'm going to be in the doghouse if I don't wrap up. I'm going to get in trouble. But let me see. Hold on, let me hit refresh. Hit and refresh. You got cash. Let me hit refresh over here. All right, so Mr. Bryce, I don't have another order for you. I'm just letting you know that, okay? And again, it's 7:45. I'm gonna be in a lot of trouble if I keep going. So I gotta hit the end of the stream button at this point. I had so much fun with you guys. Let's hand this card out real fast. We're gonna have another giveaway for tomorrow. Obviously, tomorrow's Wednesday. Wednesday, you're over the hump. Mr. Russ. We go live every day, so even if you are wanting to order more tonight, you're always going to have a chance tomorrow as well. So there's Tyler. 16 is A. Perez. Hey, A. Perez is here. Number 17 is Cody Hodges. Number 18 is Team Rocket Grunt. And number 19 is Gabriel Gallegos. There is no number 20. Number 20 can be Alexis. Landing on 6. Mr. Russ. That's you. Hey. All right. Congratulations, Russ. Thanks for all the orders you placed today. So what is this? This is Adventure Time. It's a 9.5, which means with PSA it would be like a 10. And this is a really cute episode where she's turned into like a girl his age. So now he's all in love with her. Infatuated. All right, very cute time. Karis has been messaging me this whole time. She is ready for me to be done with the stream. Let's see. Just double, triple checking for Mr. Bryce. Okay, we're all set to end the stream. Thank you, everyone. Who wants a face reveal? Does anyone run a face reveal? Me, 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 me. Hey, what's up, guys? I hope you're having a nice night. It's me, the guy who's getting fatter over time while I sit in this chair all day. See you later, everyone. Have a nice night. All right, that was fun. See you later, everybody.